We're back, and welcome to the Wokest Show on YouTube, motherfuckers. Hey, cheers, Kike.
Cheers, son.
Yeah. Hey, cheers, Gomer. Hit it, Kike.
What's your name, scumbag?
Gomer Pie?
Private Pile, I'm going to give you 3 seconds to wipe that stupid-looking grin off your face, or I will gouge out your eyeballs and skull fuck you. 1, 2, 3.
Shazam.
Yeah, Gomer. That's a badass intro, Kike. You fucking did a good job on that. Yeah.
Okay, so I got 2 new ones. They're not 100%, but it's something. I hope they come into the chat so I can shoot it up.
Yeah. Well, it's all right, Kike. I'm sure they appreciate, what you're doing and shit. I don't, motherfucker.
I know you don't, you piece of shit.
I want perfection in this channel, and you always gotta make us look bad.
That's what I want too, you idiot.
Yeah.
It's not complete. It's not well polished yet.
Well, you need to get on it then, son of a bitch.
I am.
Just taking a little hit there. I want to say happy Friday to everyone out there. If you're living over here where we are in the Texas, there's tornadoes and shit over here where I live. Kike, did you guys get rain?
A little bit, not too much.
Oh, Indie Phantom is here, Kike. Hit it.
Indy.
Oh, hey, Hitler 420's here too, Kike. So why don't you make some, I don't know, make some Hitler impersonations?
No.
Yeah, do it.
No, I can't. It's like he's just screaming.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cheers, Hitler and Indie Phantom. Hey, Kike, I mean, I know you say you're still working on it, but yeah, I think you can do a little better on Indie Phantoms.
I mean, I'm working on it.
Yeah. It's good though. It's good. He's gonna make it still better. Yeah, Indie Phantom. I know he is. If not, I'm gonna whip him, motherfucker. Yeah. Hey, thanks a lot to you motherfuckers who show up here and chill with us and smoke. That's all we care about. We don't give a fuck about you giving us money. And I'm happy that we still haven't hit 400 subscribers. I'm fucking happy, If we don't hit it, I don't have to buy those motherfucking shirts, so I'm okay with it. So I'll, as you guys chill, this is what this channel's for motherfuckers been working 40 to 50 hours a week and shit, without any breaks for their white slave Jewish masters. And then it's okay. All right. It's all right. We're just speaking the truth. Anyways, this is what this channel's for. So you motherfuckers can just chill out, relax, grab a roll of joint and grab beer and just fucking chill like one of the boys. Yeah. But let's get started with the motherfucking comments, Kike. And guess what? We got 1 subscriber. Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna listen tonight.
Yeah. With all the racist things you're gonna say, you son of a bitch.
Oh, me?
Yeah. You better fucking keep it clean on this channel, Kike. We're trying to fucking make friends here, not enemies. All right?
Sure, but
Yeah. But let's start with the motherfucking comments. And the first comment from last week. Oh, it was Indie Phantom, Kike. Indie Phantom, we're about to read your shit. He wrote on Lord of Illusions and shit, Kike. And he says, oh, yeah, you guys took our request for these movies and then act surprised when I guess the titles. Because we're drunk by the end. No, but I know you guys, all the Christmas ones, you guys gave it to us. All of them. So, yeah. You gave us 2 in November. For November, you guys gave us 2 for November. But we're going to get 2 that you didn't give us. We can get fucked up on the first one, like always. But it's all right. You'll see on Saturday. He's gonna give us a non-themed fucking movie and shit.
It is what it is, man. Sometimes you can't find something in the past if it didn't happen.
Well, sometimes you gotta look harder, son of a bitch.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah. But anyways, he says, I haven't watched this in years, but I remember it had a cool vibe to it. Quite different than Hellraiser and more of a cool detective horror story. It was more of a detective than it was a horror story. He was snooping around and talking to people and shit. And you know what? We didn't see any tits, which kind of pissed me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did see that chick from X-Men.
Yeah, but we didn't see her tits or her ass crack, nothing, no skin, nothing. She wore clothes the entire time, Kike. It was
that's what happens when you show with 90s movies are not that good, man.
I could find you some 90s movies where you see dick going in.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
No pornos, remember.
Oh, okay, yeah, but never mind. I mean, I'll look for them. Don't worry about it. I'll find it. Anyways, quite different than Hellraiser. Barker is pretty whack, and not sure I could explain most of his hits. Scott Bakula was just cool. He was the shit. He was hot as fuck too, man. He got a lot of pussy back then. I know he did. Yeah. Fuck it. I kind of want to go watch this now after it got an orgy pass with Rob Schneider. Oh, it did get an orgy pass. It did show some tits. That chick in a fucking nice titties. I remember that now. I had forgotten about that shit. New Orleans is a place I want to go. Imagine meeting you guys in Gomer for Mardi Gras festivals. Hey, Mardi Gras is crazy, but it's basically just like any, because I'm sure most big cities have this one street where there's all these bars, like Austin has 6th Street and Laredo has that woke ass street with all those woke ass bars and shit. Yeah. So New Orleans has that, Bourbon Street, but it's basically the same thing, man. Except over here, it's like, you know what I did like when I went to Mardi Gras, but actually that's like in the entire city of New Orleans, Kike.
What?
You can drink beer in public anywhere.
Oh yeah.
You can walk around drinking. I had no idea. And it doesn't need to be downtown or anything. It could be anywhere. You could be just walking down the street in the middle of like fucking the hood, just drinking a beer, and no one can tell you nothing. And then what's crazier, and I didn't realize it, is I would walk out of one bar with because I met some chick, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I met some chick, and she was just taking me everywhere. I'll show you. I'm like, all right. So she took me everywhere. We went to every bar hopping and shit. And I even slept over at her house over there. Hey, what's crazy is that she lived in the same neighborhood that Little Wayne grew up in. Oh, really? I was in Holly Grove. I spent the night in Holly Grove.
Was she older than you?
No, she was actually younger.
Oh, wow.
She was taller. She was way taller. Yeah. She was a bartender.
Taller than you.
She was a bartender. That's how I picked her up, because I was buying some drinks and the bitch was all like, "Hey, I get off at this time. You want to come back and I'll show you around?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah."
Wow.
Yeah,
easy.
Yeah, it was. I was like, damn, man. Oh, yeah, this fucking new cologne I just bought kicked ass. Yeah, it was a good time. But I mean, honestly, we would leave the bar and I would have a beer and we would go into the next bar and I could go in with the same beer. So I didn't have to buy a new beer at another bar. I was just like,
there was no alcohol discrimination.
That was the best part of being there. I mean, because honestly, it's the same thing as any town. It's just a bunch of bars and shit and bitches. Loose bitches. But yeah. Anyways.
You smell a lot of weed out there or no?
We smoked weed. I smoked weed. I was walking around Bourbon Street smoking weed.
Yeah.
No one gave a fuck.
They have like those policemen with horses.
Oh, yeah, they were there. Right. And I swear to God, I was smoking and I passed by one of them and I know he smelled the weed, but he didn't even give a fuck.
Yeah. As long as you're not stabbing someone, you're okay.
Yeah. He says Fameke was one of those sluttiest blonde chicks, and she was in Goldeneye. Oh, she was hot. Her and that woke ass motherfucker that played Nightcrawler in the X-Men. What's his name? I forgot what his name is. Cummings. Yeah, I remember his last name for sure. Yeah, Cumming. Alan Cumming. He was Nightcrawler in the X-Men. Hey, and she was in X-Men too. That's crazy. She was Jean Grey, and then he was Nightcrawler, and they were both in Goldeneye. Holy shit! Fucking Indie Phantom, you just blew my mind and shit. Yeah.
Where's that guy from, by the way? He has a weird accent. He's Irish? You think? Maybe? He probably is.
I don't remember where he's from. Maybe he's German, dude.
Nah,
he's woke as fuck,
Irish.
Though. He's really woke as fuck.
Yeah.
In real life, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a good actor right there, because you sure as fuck couldn't tell in none of those movies.
We need someone with a weird accent. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy. I haven't seen him in any movies in a while, you know. And actually,
Yeah,
I
no,
haven't
he's
seen
been
this
out of the
Fameke. I haven't seen Fameke in a while either in any movies and shit.
country.
Anyway, I don't know. I still say she should have showed her tits. I mean, come on now. Yeah. But
Okay.
anyways, hey, cheers, Indie Phantom. That was a fucking good comment. He says, do you guys what is that nudity mag day? There was nude magazines back in the day. Kike. There
There's
there
nude
is it,
magazines.
right? There's no more Playboys and shit.
Well, everything's on. There's not a lot of fucking magazines nowadays. Either way, everything's online.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I don't know. I never really read to begin with, anyways. I'm like, yay. You know, I rather talk to people than read a book. Yeah. That's how you learn, Kike. Learn about cultures and shit and different
I
sexes.
mean, not gonna lie, yeah, you learn a little bit, but
yeah, different sexes and different pronouns and shit. You gotta talk to people. The books won't tell you, Kike.
yeah, well, no, they're trying to push that into books and libraries.
Yeah. No, ma'am. On our podcast, he put up a comment and he says, I pretty much had the same reaction Kika did. Son, you crazy bastard. You are the wokest of the woke. Cheers, boys. Son, the woke messiah. Ah, yeah. That was badass, Kika. I felt free for the first time in my life. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, well, you were too fucking free. You were very free with your makeup too.
Yeah. I still got
we
some
didn't
over
cheers,
there.
no,
I'm
man.
gonna
Cheers,
save
no,
it
man.
for next year.
Uh,
Yeah, cheers, no man. Maybe Ezra Miller will keep fucking up, and then I can dress up as him again next year.
Let's hope not.
There you go. All right, let's see who else is here. Let's see. William Trump, the real goblin. He goes, ha ha ha, son, you are a brave soul. You look like an ancient remnant of the Boiser Strip. Happy Halloween, dudes. The Boiser Strip, Kike, I've heard about that. It was like
What is it?
It was like I guess like I don't know if it was a mile long, but it was like a stretch of road, and just on that road, strip clubs and prostitution and all this. It was pretty much like La Zona, like the red light district. Like, and you
So
could,
is this like in Germany or something?
no, it was damn, I don't know if it was like in between states. I don't remember if it was between Texas and Louisiana or some shit.
Oh,
or-
in the States.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
yeah, but
It sounds like French.
they closed it down though a long time ago. We didn't. I mean, I've only heard legends about it. Yeah. I forget where it's from. It's over here in the South. I know that for sure. You know, they had a lot of like
go to Tijuana, something like that. It will happen.
they had bunny ranches and shit, and they had like whorehouses and strip clubs and bars. It was just like La Zona, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever go to La Zona?
No,
You lived over there. It was right across the street, motherfucker.
it was there, but I mean, I was like, I don't know.
I always
Seemed
wanted to
very there.
see it. But the one time, our fucking friend, you know, that fat motherfucker's got like 3 kids. Shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The one that goes,
Yeah.
Cállate el hocico. Yeah. That motherfucker. He took me. He took me to La Zona and shit.
Really?
Yeah, because I've never seen it. I've never been there. It was fucking far. We drove on the highway for a long time before we finally got there.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, I lived there, but I never went inside. Fuck that.
yeah. But when we
So
finally
you got in or no?
But when we finally got there, it was barricaded and the shit looked like it had been burnt down because it was having the gang wars and the gangs went over there and killed a bunch of people and burnt a strip club full of people and hookers in it. I remember, man. So I just saw it from far. I just saw it like from outside and I saw it from, you know, and it was all burnt. So I don't know what it used to look like. I never saw it in all its glory.
You know, I'll tell you this. It was nice to, before all that shit happened, it was nice to be working in the States and then be living in Mexico because, man, you can live like a fucking king with a fucking minimum wage salary in the States and just living in Mexico.
Yeah, and then no motherfuckers started killing people and shit.
Yep, unfortunately.
But anyways, those are the good old days. We used to go across like when we were 15, 16 years old and go drink. I used to fucking make out with like 28, 30-year-old teachers. Remember, Kike?
I remember that. Yeah.
Just a kid. Oh, yeah. It was badass, man.
You look like their student.
I used to go to gay bars, too. There was a one over there. Yeah.
You know what? I would go to gay bars too. to get beer like that.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I go over there, motherfuckers be like, hey, can I buy you a drink? I'm like, fucking buy me two. Oh, yeah. You want to dance? And I'm like, yeah, hey, I think I need another beer. Yeah. And I'm dancing, drinking a beer with that motherfucker. And I'm like, hey, about some shots. Okay, let's get another shot. Yeah.
It was just like, it's easier to get a beer in a gay bar than in a regular bar, man. It's like, I would go to the bar and they were like, what can I get you? And I'm like, fuck yeah, right away. You know?
I never paid for nothing at no gay bar. It was always badass. I get free everything. I get treated like a king there.
I'm respectful to the other.
Yeah. All you got to do is grab a dick or two and it's okay. Everything's free. Yeah. It's all right. Hey, cheers, William Trump, the real Goblin King. I wonder, hey, did you enjoy because I know you're older than a lot of us here. I think you said you're in his 50s or something, he said. Did you see the Boiser strip? Huh? William Trump, the Goblin? Did you go over there and fuck bitches? Let us know. Cheers.
Let's hope he has some stories about shit like that.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Indie Phantom. Again. And he says, the only thing more frightening than Sun's costume is Ezra Miller themselves. Woke pronouns. It's nightmare fuel for anyone under 10 years of age. However, I'm also very impressed with his makeup skills. Oh! He actually reminds me of Vincent Gallo in Freeway 2, Confessions of a Trick Baby. Whoa, we gotta see that, Kike. It sounds cool. Look it up.
Vincent Gallo?
Yeah. Natasha Lyonne is very sexy in it. Sun also looks like a woker and more satanic Aunt Jemima. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking, like, cause I was like, maybe I did look like Aunt Jemima wearing that red shirt and shit. And I had my bandana backwards, like, tie it from the front. That's how I did it.
You need some skills in the makeup, I'll be honest with you. But you need to watch some Korean fucking like makeup sessions where you see the chick and it's different. Very different from what you see in real life. They're crazy over there.
I seen that shit. There's some guy who was fucking suing his wife because he said, man, I just got this bitch pregnant. And then and then we went to her parents' house. Like, I got her pregnant and then I married her and I got her pregnant. And we went to her parents' house and her parents showed me pictures of her, like when she was a teenager and went to school and shit. And it's a different person. And then she decides to tell me that she had plastic surgery. And he goes, I'm going to have ugly kids now because this bitch lied to me my entire life. And so he's suing his wife.
Wait, but at least she got plastic surgery. Some of these chicks that do the makeup, they put fake chins on and like fucking like the jawline and everything. And then they put like a bunch of fucking shit on their face to look whiter and shit. It's crazy, bro.
Shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It makes me want him to serve pancakes with the shit. Cheers and happy Halloween, boys. Hey, I hope y'all had a happy Halloween, motherfuckers. I know I did. Nice. Yeah. But we're chilling. No, it was Monday. Actually, I was at work and shit.
Yeah, I only worked really little, so I was having fun.
No, I think I worked late. God damn it! I just remembered.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. You did.
Fucking shit! I didn't have a nice Halloween. I worked.
Yeah.
Cheers, Indie Phantom. These are badass. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, Rocco, hit it.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Rocco.
Oh, Rocco. Hey. It says, just a holy mother of Ezra Miller laughing my fucking ass off. Just when I think this show can't get any woker. Cheers, woke dudes. Woke pack for life. Woke pack for life. Yeah, Rocco. You're the shit, you fucking Satanist. Yeah. Cheers. All right, let's see who's next. Oh, it's Holia. Holia the Gray. Yeah. She says, "Oh my God, laughing out loud. This. I love this episode. Cheers, son and Kike. Yeah, cheers, Holia. Yeah. Crazy Asian lady. You know the shit. Robert Iger. Oh, they were probably in bed together when they were doing this. Hashtag the Wokest show on YouTube. Oh, son is one of a kind. Give up the work. Good work, dudes. Yeah. Cheers, Robo.
Cheers, whoa.
Holy shit. It's begun, Kike.
It's getting here there.
Yeah. All right, trumpets will sound, Kike.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs.
I want to build the wall. We need the wall. But we have some bad hombres here, and we don't get them out.
Embrace, crazy
Embrace.
motherfucker. Hey, why is it every... Why is
Bad
it,
hungries.
why is it every fucking president we have is a fucking weirdo when they let him speak? Just, even Obama was all like, when he didn't have something memorized and he was just talking out of, just himself. He was also weird. They all are. They all have always been.
You have to be a weirdo to be wanting to be a president, man.
The only difference between Trump and all these other idiots is that he said, I'm not memorizing shit. I'm just going to talk. That's the only difference. Bush did it a lot too. Bush would do it a lot too. He says, actually, I think Bush would forget everything they made him memorize.
Yeah.
That was what was wrong with Bush. Everything that he memorized, he would forget, and then he would just talk out of his ass and sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuclear here, nuclear there.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Nuclear. The axis of evil. Oh, that was badass. Yeah, I remember that. I was just like, this guy's awesome.
That's an idiot, too.
About the best thing? I miss back in the day, man, because back in the day, it always happened in the fall, somewhere around like August or September, sometimes even October. But around there, we'd always get that live feed and shit where we would see the bombs being dropped on Iraq or wherever the fuck we were bombing. It was fucking badass. Seeing they would like the 4th of July. I would just sit there on watching the feed on the TV, and I was all like, man, I've never been so much proud to be American than I am right now. Look at our power. Look at our power, Kike. It was awesome.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore though. Pussies.
I beg to differ.
No, they don't show it on TV like they used to.
Oh yeah, no. Now they're more like, no, we're really fucking up. Let's not show this.
It was badass back in the day. Seeing all that shit blow up, you'd see it, man. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. Cheers, trumpets.
Cheers, trumpets.
Oh wait, we didn't even read his comment.
That's why I didn't drink it. I was like, maybe he's gonna start reading up.
All right. Let's finish reading his comment. Fuck you, Kike. I've been working all day. All right, and I've had a few beers already. All right. It says this show is too woke for its own good. Oh, that's it. I'm putting my foot down. Son has to dress up like this for every show. This show set a new standard, and you have to live up to it. Cheers, woke dudes. And fuck you, trumpets. You know what? Fuck you. The only way I would ever do that, straight up, and I know it's never going to happen, is if we reach 420 subscribers by the end of the year. By the end of the year. Yeah, it has to be. No.
You keep changing the rules,
No,
man. I
here's
don't
the
know,
rules. If you hit 400 subscribers before the end of the year, the rest of you woke motherfuckers will get shirts.
Okay.
But if we hit 420 subscribers, exactly 420 by the end of the year, I'll be Ezra Miller for all of 2023 on the podcast. Yeah. I know you is not going to happen.
Oh,
I am confident as fuck. Yeah.
I know what to do, guys. It's up to you.
No, fuck you, Kike. They're not going to happen. All right. Gomer says that the YouTube's not letting his comments through. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's like on the live chat. So there's like a moderator, a
Really?
YouTube moderator then.
Wait,
These guys
here?
are... Yeah.
Oh, what? You're the moderator.
Unless he means the comments on the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Starscream's here. Kike. Cheers, Starscream.
Hey, cheers, man.
Yeah. I don't know if you mean, Gomer, that they like you commented on a video and it didn't come out, or if you mean right now you're chatting and it's not coming out. Oh, no, he's right here on the thing. He said, all I said was Bush is a ducking idiot and I called him a piece of shit. Yeah, you have to write it the way you're writing it right now, bro, because then that just shows me that it's not a person, it's a bot. It's a bot that's looking for specific words and shit. So yeah, you gotta misspell them and shit, apparently.
Bot.
Yeah. All right. Cheers to trumpets. And I put my foot down. 400 subscribers for everybody to get shirts, and 420 for me to be Ezra Miller for the rest of 2023 on the podcast, because I ain't doing it for other shows.
Before 2022, right?
The end of the year.
Right.
The end of the year.
That's what I'm saying. Before 2022.
Fuck you. Whatever it's called, okay? Don't get all technical on me with your fucking algebra and shit. We're moving on. Indie Phantom. And he says, the Woker, you guys need to make some new t-shirts with Sun in Ezra mode. Oh, that would be some woke merch. Oh, we can have two sides to the website, the merchandise. We can have the regular merchandise, for the left, for the right, and then we can have the woke merchandise for the left, and then we can unite everybody under one wokeness, Kike.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you were really drunk or you were really into character, but by the end of it, during the voice, like, you motherfucker were like posing for yourself.
Nah, these motherfuckers were asking. I'm just doing it for that. Yeah,
you were just like, you were doing duck face and everything.
I was talking about it. Free Ezra Miller. Son.
By the time you started doing that, I was like, okay, we're gonna have a good night, guys. Good night.
He says, son looks way better in drag than Mickey Rourke. Dig in Animal Factory. Look that one up. Animal Factory. We gotta write it down. We gotta look that one up.
Animal Factory.
Cheers and shout out to all the boys. Oh yeah, tonight, you know how we always do at the very end of the night, we still do for the boys. It's probably like 9:30 or 10 by the time we're there.
9:30, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, for the boys. For the boys is uncensored. I don't give a fuck. It's just you guys, whatever you're chatting, we're all talking about it. Cheers, Indie Phantom. Thanks for your comment.
Oh, William Dafoe comes out on that too.
Wow. Right, write it down. We might watch it for sure. Hey, Indie Phantom.
Steve Buscemi directed it. Whoa.
Oh, Steve Buscemi. That crazy fucking lunatic looking motherfucker. I would never trust him alone with any one of my family members.
Wow. I'm wondering if William Dafoe fucked Mickey Rourke.
They might have. Hey, JP the Great.
Huh?
JP the Great just comment. This motherfucker, he's a badass too. He already won a shirt. It's pending. It's in queue. What's it called? Yeah. His shirt is in queue until we hit 400 subscribers. But we had said a long time ago, because I think he said something that made us fucking laugh or something badass, and I was like, this guy gets a shirt. I'm being completely serious on the Yay video, the Yeezy verse. He says, you guys should reach out to him. He's being canceled. He doesn't care. And the time you get through is the time when everyone is against him. Dude, I've been fucking messaging that guy on Twitter all the fucking time, and shit. We're gonna talk about him again. The weekly Yay news, because he's done a lot. He's done a lot this week. A lot of us just transpired with the Yayness, the greatness of the Yayness. But yeah, I've been messaging him, but he didn't. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we don't have enough followers that he doesn't give a fuck. I'm just saying.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, I bet he gets a bunch of fucking messages here and there.
He probably does, man. He's got like 6 million followers, so he gets a lot of messages from a lot of people like me. Yeah.
Now with his new following, fucking
calm down.
The Nazis.
Well, that's right. That's just more soldiers. We're gonna send them in to fight first. We don't believe what they believe, but if they're down to die for the cause, then it's okay. Let's send them in first. He could create his own YouTube, and you guys could be early adopters to it. That would be badass. Yeah, it would be in the Yeezy. That's what I'm saying. I want the Yeezy verse. We can go in there, kicking. We can become famous in the Yeezy verse.
Okay.
Yeah. And I could really look like Ezra Miller.
GC verse. No, that kind of sounds like Jess.
It's a Yeezy.
Never mind.
Yeezy verse. Yay. I'm serious. Your content is not the problem. It's the platform. Much love. No, I know that. Fuck YouTube and Google. You're not really, look, straight up, it's really Google because YouTube is owned by Google. Google bought it a long time ago, and that's why we see commercials and shit. And that's why, and that's why it like listens to us all the time and gives us recommendations about whatever the fuck we were having a conversation in your living room. It's fucking trippy as fuck. Have you ever tried it?
Mm-mm.
Just turn on the fucking the Google YouTube on your TV and shit. Just start talking and just for a little bit and shit. But when go to YouTube and shit, and you start getting recommendations about the shit you were saying. Yeah.
Okay.
The other day, I started getting Spanish commercials because I was over here, when somebody called me, one of these motherfucker insurance motherfuckers always trying to tell me that my car's insurance is expired. And so I'm giving them all this information. And then I realized that, well, I just renewed my insurance. What the fuck are these assholes asking me for? And so I started cursing at them in Spanish and shit. And so then the Google starts giving me commercials in Spanish. Kike. Fuck them. We're in America. Why is he giving me fucking Spanish commercials? Kike?
I don't know.
Motherfuckers, they hear me cursing. Chingue su madre.
Yeah, that's probably why. So stop doing that.
Yeah, well,
and why do you have your fucking shit on, dude? Take that shit off.
What?
Like your GPS tracker and your fucking mic on. If you had an Android fucking phone, it would
I
tell
asked you to do it the last time you were here.
I'm not gonna be your fucking tech guy, motherfucker.
Well, then what are you doing here then? Just drinking?
Pretty much, I'm just having fun.
Well, fuck you. That's why the channel is the way it is, because you don't fucking do your part. You're just here drinking and having fun. Fuck you. You better start doing some work for the channel.
I am.
Fuck you.
Having fun. Yeah, fuck you too.
Cheers, JP the Great. You're the shit, motherfucker. Yeah. I took another swig for you, JP.
Good. About time.
And I'm grabbing a brand new beer. Yeah. All right. Oh, and then we got Doug Unfunny Kika Hit It.
Mm-hmm. The fuck is Doug? Oh.
Woke as fuck.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. He says, what in the holy wokery is going on here? I go on vacation for a week and this channel goes full-blown woke. Son, you crazy son of a bitch. Cheers, boys. Hey, I work a late shift tonight, but I'm gonna have 2 episodes to watch this weekend. The comments were funny, though. Fuck Kike. Cheers, Wokesters.
I know this piece of shit. It's okay.
Cheers, Doug. You're a fucking dumbass, dude. Cheers to the man, Kike. He's just fucking around. He's part of the woke pack.
I'm drinking for myself.
Yeah. Well, that's it for the motherfucking comments. And like I said, when we hit 400 subscribers before the end of the year, we'll give away some woke ass fuck shirts for the rest of the motherfuckers who always show up around here and shit. And I'm even thinking about the official members of the woke packs might get something different, though. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm thinking of ideas. So, I'm just saying, if you're a part of the woke pack, you know what it is. We're going to get you again. Yeah. But that's what we do, man. When you're in a gang and you throw up gang signs and shit, woke pack for life. And when you do that shit, you're in a crew. You got to represent. You got to wear the t-shirts and you got to represent, because we're all the shit. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah. And if we hit 420, I'll be Ezra Miller all year long. But it ain't going to happen. Because I know you motherfuckers are lazy. And I know Kiki is going to say something racist tonight. And then and people are going to unsubscribe like they always do, But that's okay because I'm happy. I mean, as long as we don't buy shit from motherfuckers, I'm good with that.
Hey, how about this? How about we keep going? We don't take a break. Let's just get to the next one.
Oh, Kiki wants to go right into it. Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah. Well, then let's get into the motherfucking oh man, I didn't think we were gonna get into it like this, Kike. I wasn't prepared for this, Kike. But all right, let's get into it.
Let's get into it, bro.
The weekly downer news, and this week, none other Then Takeoff, the rapper from the group Migos, he was shot in the fucking head in Houston in a bowling alley while he was playing dice with his fellow group member / uncle Cavill. That's fucked up inside one of these like places, you know, where there's bowling alleys and there's like laser tags and shit, and they rented an area for somebody's birthday, and there were 50 people there, and some motherfucker started arguing, and he took out a gun, and this motherfucker got shot in the neck and right in the head and shit, and all over fucking Twitter. There was motherfuckers posting videos because people were there. There was people there. It was a public place. And the people were taking pictures or showing videos of his friends lifting him up. And as soon as they lifted him up, all this blood just started gushing out of the back of his head. And they just left him there. They're like, holy shit, they freaked out. They knew he was dead right then and there.
Yeah, man, there's nothing to do there, man. Kind of like JFK. That's kind of fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. So, man, so these guys are really like gang members and shit, right? I mean, obviously.
Whether or not they're gang members, they're hanging out with gang members. That's
Well, yeah,
that's
I mean,
for
that's what
sure.
I'm trying to say is like you hang out with black people, that's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah.
Duh.
I just feel like
I mean-
even if these guys, because you know some rappers are fake, some rappers are fake.
Yeah.
They hang out with gang members, but they themselves are not, and then they never were. They're just talented, and they took the persona, and people like them, and now they're certified because of that. It's an image thing, just like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's not really a gangster, but he's a badass, and he hangs out with gangsters, so he gets a pass, and he's a gangster. All right. So I don't know, but some motherfuckers are real. Like 50 Cent is real in the game. No motherfuckers will fucking kill motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
What's the benefit of being a gangster, bro? Other than maybe getting killed?
No, it's just
Street cred?
well, yeah. I mean, that's what they want.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what they
Fuck
want.
that.
Yeah, that's what they want. That's what they want. But then, anyways, you know, if you're gonna fucking, even if you were a gangster or if you're just a rapper, the point is you finally become an icon and you're making money and you're worth like millions of dollars. Then why the fuck do you have a party and invite all of these gangsters, people that
Especially if
are gonna start trouble?
I mean, they're in a family fucking public place too. I mean, come on.
It was at night. It was after hours. At that point,
Was it after hours?
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
if
It was
after
like 2 a.m.
hours,
and
then-
shit. It was like 2 a.m. I mean, at
Well,
that,
let's hope there was no children there.
no, they rented the place and shit. You know, and they fucking there's no like who invited guests or whoever the fuck they told was there and shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, rest in peace. But I mean,
Yeah,
see,
28.
kids, that's what you get.
Here, here's to you. Takeoff. We're gonna miss you, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna drop it down the street, but I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spill beer. No, that's fucking stupid. Y'all,
No.
y'all dumb
Sacred.
motherfuckers need to stop doing that shit. But let's move on, Kike, to the shit you've been waiting for all week long.
Mm-hmm.
The weekly pervert news. And this week, we have Dan Schneider. Remember that fat motherfucker who produced all those Disney Channel shows for all those kids and shit back in the day? Okay?
Yep.
After years, and I mean years of avoiding any kind of repercussions for mentally and physically molesting children, you know, all throughout these fucking little fucking shows. Amanda Bynes, remember Amanda Bynes? We talked about how fucked up she is and shit. This motherfucker probably fingered her and shit. That's why she's like the way she is.
Jesus.
I'm just saying. But anyways, now
But by the way, disclaimer: I never seen any of these fucking shows. I was too old for this shit. I mean, maybe Son saw some of these because he's a pervert and he
fuck
remembers
you,
everyone.
No, I was down
but
with
not me.
I was down with pop culture every time. That's why I keep up with everything, motherfucker.
I started working when I was 16.
Oh
Started
yeah,
working.
oh yeah. My life
So
was
I
hard. I
didn't get
lived in a
to watch
third
that.
world country. Fuck you, Kiken. All right. Anyways,
This guy, on the other hand, he was eating Cheetos and watching Nickelodeon.
yeah,
okay.
yeah, learning how to be American, unlike you. Goddamn foreigners. You're lucky we barely built in the wall, Kike, because if we would have built it back then, you never would have been friends with me, motherfucker. I'm just saying. Yeah. So be lucky.
Luckily,
Anyways.
you went to a shitty high school like me.
Fuck you. Alexa Nicholas, Kike, from the show Zoe 101 with Britney Spears' little sister and shit is now coming out and saying Nickelodeon fucked up. They didn't protect me. They didn't protect the kids on the show.
She should add, and my parents.
Yeah, you're right. But here's some of the allegations that now are coming out. Finally, people are speaking out because there's been all these little things back in the day, rumors and shit, but none of the actors has actually come out and said this motherfucker did this or whatever the fuck. But finally, these little girls coming out and saying this shit, and she said that during the wardrobe, when she had to for this episode, she's gonna wear this. Okay, well, he would go and sit there. And she would, try the fittings on in front of him. And then he would ask the people to take Polaroids of her in all the outfits and then give them to him. Yeah. This is for a kid's show, by the way. Yeah. And then she started saying some shit that some of the auditions were fucked up because the auditions was like come over here and step on eggshells and splash all oil over your feet and shit. Here, come step on feet? Yeah, come step on dog shit, and we're gonna get it on film. Oh, you got the job, little girl. Oh, yeah. Hey, there was even an episode she says really fucked up that Jamie Lee Spears, fucking Britney Spears' little fucking sister and shit, did an episode.
The one that was not crazy.
No, she's a little bit crazy. She got pregnant and shit, but it's okay. We're gonna explain why she got pregnant real fast. But anyways, yeah, they did an episode where they were insinuating that somebody was coming on her face. He had all this slime on her face, and she had to go like that and shit. And then even this chick was like, we were kids and we didn't understand what they were asking us to do, but it's fucked up. Nickelodeon fucked us over as kids.
Wow.
She's coming out and saying all this, Kike.
Am I surprised? Not really. I'm not surprised at all. I'm just wondering, who the fucking were her legal guardians? I mean, they're supposed to be in every fucking room they are in.
Well, Kike, I mean, when you're a parent, they're paying you, I don't know, $100,000 an episode and shit. And I mean, you're like, yeah, here's my kid. I'll pick her up at 8.
Fuck, dude.
I mean, it happens. That's why I don't have kids, Kike. That's why I don't have kids. I don't want to damage them.
Because you're going to sell them?
Yeah, for the right price, maybe. I don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, if they want to, not just strangers, Kike, the studios and shit, and motherfuckers gonna get famous. None of this. If they're gonna get molested and shit, it's because they're gonna be like movie stars and shit, Kike.
Oh, okay.
It's gotta benefit them. Innocent. It's gotta benefit them too. I'm not just doing it for me. It's for my kids. I want them to be famous.
Okay, Pontius Pilatus washing his hands.
Kardashians. I want to be like Kardashians and shit. Be like the Sun clan and shit. A bunch of motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? We fuck bitches, older bitches too.
Tell me when you're kids and when you become 18, you're gonna transition.
I mean, it's a choice, Kike. Nobody forces you. It's a choice. All right, don't start being one of these guys. You want to be fucking hurry up and do it, or you're gonna get prosecuted and shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm raising my kid gay. Yeah.
Look at you. You're acting like one of these Semites. You're over here persecuting and shit. Quit persecuting, Kike. Persecutor. This is what happened in the Yay, you motherfucker. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But let's move on from the perverts, Kike. I just want to give a little update. Hopefully this motherfucker gets busted and he goes to jail for a long time for all the shit he did to all those kids. But let's move on, Kike.
Okay.
To the weekly Unwoke news.
God damn it! We lost! We fucking super lost, man! I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
You racist!
And this week, we got none other than that bald-looking, I just had a stroke yesterday and shit, fucking Jeff Bezos and shit. The fourth richest man in the world because he couldn't even stay up there with Elon Musk. Then he pussied out, and then 2 other motherfuckers passed him up.
That's true. Who are the richest people in the world?
I don't know. Probably some Asian dudes, man.
It's probably a Mexican. Is that the Mexican still rich as fuck?
You dumbass. It's an Arab and shit. Some Arabs and an Asian guy. There ain't no Mexican. The Mexican's like number 50 and shit. You idiot. That motherfucker doesn't even know how to read English, Kike. All right? That's like the world language. But anyways, back to the podcast, Kike. You're over there changing the subject, talking about Mexican rich millionaires. Fuck you. Jeff Bezos is getting sued, Kike, by his ex Maid. Mercedes Weda. 2 A's. Weda. Right?
Okay.
She is claiming that she was forced to work in unsafe and unhealthy work conditions, and she got subjected to nothing but racism from all the white staff on the property because she was only Mexican, and they all talked shit to her in English. They didn't want to speak Spanish to her and shit. And then she says that they made her work 14-hour fucking shifts, 7 days a week, and no breaks and no lunch, and that they told her that the restrooms in the house were not fucking for Mexicans. And so she had to hold it in most of the time, and she used to get urinary tract infections because she would hold in her piss. But then, like, sometimes she really needed to, like fucking shit. It wasn't just piss, because sometimes you gotta shit. And she goes, like, that time she was, like, last resort because she was locked in there like a prisoner. And so she would have to climb out the window and go outside to shit in the bushes and shit. Now, Bezos is claiming that he fired her because of her performance issues. Hey, she's supposed to be a Mexican, and this bitch doesn't clean well and shit. There's still dirt right here. Like she ain't not doing her job, and so he fired her because of that and shit. And Bezos also said she's full of shit because my girlfriend is Lauren.
Piss too.
No, yeah, she's full of shit and piss. She, but Bezos says my girlfriend's name is Lauren Sanchez, and she is a Mexican American, so I can't be racist.
I guess. I mean, people have fetishes, and if they have a fetish for like Latinas, then it's not really because you like them because of who they are. It's probably because they're like, oh, look at that little ass and shit. Look at the dark skin and shit. It's not that they're racist or not. You can be an asshole to someone and still fuck them.
Well, I mean, what does that have to do with the maid suing Bezos?
No, you just said like I can't be racist because my fucking wife is Mexican. So I don't know. Interview the wife.
Well, I think that this chick is full of shit because I think she was probably getting paid more than we are, Kike. And all for what? To just clean and do his laundry? Bitch, I'll take your job and live like a king. 14-hour days. This bitch probably got triple overtime every week. Kike. Is she complaining about it?
Well, I mean, if Bezos fucking worked her like her fucking workers at Amazon, yeah.
Well, what do you think about like that they were just fucking whipping her around and shit? Do you think that
I wouldn't doubt
that somebody would say you can't use the restrooms because you're a Mexican? That's fucked up.
Yeah, probably they probably did say that. You can't fucking go to the restroom in my house. You have to go to the fucking guest house, which is
this
like
is
50
Jewish
yards
only. Get the fuck outside. You're Mexican.
Okay.
You dirty Mexican. Yeah, that's the way they were doing Kike.
Bezos is Jewish?
I don't know. Maybe.
You just said so.
No, I mean, I thought about the other staff. The white motherfuckers there working with Bezos.
And some Jewish people are going to say, we're not
Bezos looks like he's an alien or some kind of robot. Somebody's controlling him. He's not real, Kike. He's not real.
He does. After he earned money, he started fucking getting fucking buff and shit, Started working out and shit. That's what money does, man. It just makes you look and feel better.
Hey, that lady's not bad, Kike.
I knew you were gonna fucking come up with that shit.
Well, you don't find her attractive? Pussy.
No, she looks like my fucking grandma or my mom, something like that.
That's kind of fucked up. Is that's where your mind goes? All right, I guess we're gonna. Yeah, Kike, yeah. You need to fucking.
She looks old enough to be my aunt or something, bro.
Kike, you need to fucking calm the fuck down and stop watching Game of Thrones so much because you're getting into all this incest shit that I'm not comfortable with. Now we're gonna move on.
You're the one who brought it up.
No, I was not trying to go there, you disgusting piece of shit.
I don't know,
but we're gonna move on before we get canceled and shit, because you're going into territories about like insensuals and shit, and I don't want to get into it. All right, hey, fuck you. We're gonna move on.
Indy Phantom says I have a fetish for those lovely Latinas.
yeah. Indy Phantom, come down here, dude. Go to Laredo, Texas. That's not what.
Oh my god.
None of us are there, but if you go to Laredo, Texas,
HEB in Laredo, bro. Have you gone to an HEB in Laredo? Oh, good stuff.
Duh, it's nothing but Mexicans. Anyways, we're gonna move on. to the badass of the week. And of course, again, for the second week in a row, it's Elon Musk again. Because guess what? He went in there and he fired the whole board of directors. He goes, I'm not just going to fire the CEO and the CFO and these other Indian motherfucker who's sitting next to them. I'm going to fire all of you motherfuckers. I don't care what color, race, or religion you are. You all are fired. And he got them all the fuck out of there. And officially, Twitter is free speech. Shit that you say is not monitored, but is reviewed. And if it's something that they're all like, all right, well, this is a little too much, then they'll
Hey,
fucking...
fix your audio, bro.
What's wrong with my audio? Okay,
There you go.
All right. If it's a little fucked up, like, you interrupted me, Kike. They go ahead and they censor you and shit, but it's got to be something really, really bad. They're going to censor you. But for the most part, it's still fucking free speech. And celebrities are pissed. Kike. They said, we don't want to be part of Twitter if this autistic-looking motherfucker is going to be running it. And here are a few celebrities that have already left Twitter. We got fucking Taya Leone, some black lady, Alex Winter, and some other Jewish girl. Just a bunch of has-beens that haven't made any money or any movie or TV show in a while, but for whatever they want attention and just say, I'm leaving Twitter because this crazy rich-ass motherfucker just bought it.
They should have left fucking Twitter a long time ago, bro.
Exactly. Why are you even on it? Nobody likes you. Nobody knows you, period. I bet you no kid in high school, I show them all these 4 pictures.
Bro.
If I show these 4 pictures to somebody in high school, none of those kids know who the fuck these guys are.
One is the guy from...
You're not in high school. If I show this to a kid right now, none of them know who the fuck these dumbasses are. So fuck them. They can leave Twitter. You're not important to the fucking consensual wokeness of this country or the world. Fuck off, you dumbass celebrities. You can't.
Honestly, I left fucking Twitter a long time ago. Nobody gives I don't give a fuck about what happens in Twitter, man. It's fucking stupid.
It's fun. It's just to go in there and fuck around. That's all it is. And if you don't want to do that, then fuck off. That's what I say. It's like
I've said it many times before. If you don't like it, just leave it. And people leave. And it's okay. There's other platforms and shit.
They're saying you have a big echo.
Yeah, you need to fucking fix your fucking end. You probably fucked up on your end.
There it is. I'm sorry, you guys. I fixed it. Because echo is gone. I'm high as fuck, and I'm the one running the buttons.
Instead of saying I fucked up, no, I fixed it.
No, I did. I fucked up. I fucked up bad.
And I told you to fix it before, but you fucking disregarded me. Okay, fine. Okay.
Hey, I'm high, and I gotta focus on what I'm saying. You're always interrupting me and shit. And I don't even know what I'm talking about sometimes because you're always there and I forget.
You want some help? We're talking about Twitter and how all these fucking pussies left Twitter.
Well, fuck all these pussies, all right? And they can leave. They can leave, all right? Because Elon...
anyone can just like fucking not pay attention to Twitter and it'll be okay. It'll be okay, guys.
Yeah. Elon Musk has decided, fuck all these celebrities. They think they're special and shit. From now on, and this was earlier during the week, he said, I'm going to charge $20 a month for the blue check mark. Yeah. If you want to be verified, it's $20 a month. No longer do you need to wait till you have 1 million subscribers or some bullshit before you finally are eligible the way YouTube does it and shit. You're official as long as you pay for it, you know? Which we've got to start paying for it, Kiki, before somebody starts taking away our dude's podcast on Twitter and shit. Somebody else could do it and start pretending they're us, Kiki. They could call ourselves Son Kiki on our names.
Look, you can run that part of the fucking show. I don't give a fuck about Twitter.
I will. But you better get on the rest
to that fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, bro.
But since we're going along with the checkmark talk, we're gonna get right into it to the weekly loser news, Kike. Here we go. And this week we got Stephen King because Stephen King was upset that Elon Musk was charging $20 a month, and he says to keep my blue check mark, fuck that. They should pay me. If that gets instituted, I'm gone like Enron. Elon Musk replied, we need to pay the bill somehow. Twitter cannot rely entirely on advertisers. How about just $8 a month? And then some wise ass fucking Joel Petlin, he already has a little check mark, so he's already paying his $8 a month. But he said, only on Twitter can we watch a man worth 200 billion negotiate with a man worth 500 million about saving $12 a month. Look, all I'm gonna say is $20 a month is not that expensive. $8 a month is really not expensive. I spend more on weed and gas than I do with any of all that shit. I mean, I'm just saying, I really do. So I don't know.
You know what? It is true. It's true. It's true.
I mean, why.
Especially for someone that earns that much money. Stephen King is worth millions. So come on, don't be a dick. Well, either way, if you want to fucking stay on Twitter, then and you want to keep that stupid little fucking check mark, then fucking pay the money. That's people make changes. People, real people, the people that work, get fucking cranked up their fucking like services like crazy. Netflix, Hulu, all these other services, and we can't fucking complain, and we don't have as much money as Stephen King. So Stephen King, stop being a fucking pussy. Pay the money if you want to do a little stupid check mark. If not, they're gonna take it off. Who gives a fuck? If you don't like the fucking platform, then get the fuck out.
Yeah,
it's that easy.
Yeah.
And I said it before. You don't like the fucking platform. You don't know the fucking guy who's in running it. Get the fuck out of the platform then.
Yeah, get over there with Taya Leone and Alex Winter and all those other has-beens. Nobody gives a fuck about you and shit. We're not done about these losers, Kike. Because another one that was always on Twitter went on there, and it's none other than AOC herself, the supposed bad girl from Queens or the Bronx or wherever the fuck she pretends to be neighborhood and shit. She's lucky.
Fucking New York, but okay.
No, I'm just saying she's lucky she didn't get raped when she was young and shit. But anyways. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, back in the hood over there.
Where like a threat?
Not a threat, Kike. That's in the past where she's from. But on Twitter, she goes ahead and starts trying to act like a badass, even though she's not. And she goes, laughing my ass off at a billionaire earnestly trying to sell people on the idea that free speech is actually $8 a month subscription plan. But Elon Musk is a badass troll. And he goes back and says, your feedback is appreciated. Now pay us $8 a month if you want that little check mark. You bitch. Shut the fuck up, AOC.
That was fucking funny.
And then she goes, Kike, it gets, I don't have the video here, and I'm going to show it because it was so annoying. I just want to punch her in the face when I see her fucking dumbass videos. But she goes on there in a video and she's like, hey, yo, I just got here and I want to check my Twitter and shit. And when I check my Twitter, all my tweets are gone. I guess we got under somebody's skin, huh? Yo, yo, yo. She was going like that and shit. And it pissed me off. But this bitch goes ahead and she shows what Elon Musk or Twitter just fucking deactivated her shit. All her tweets were gone, and it was a chicken, an image of a chicken when she would go there. But you know what that is? This Elon Musk saying, hey,
you need me? That's really what happened?
Yeah. But you know what this is? Yes, but you know what this is that he's probably messaging her and saying like, hey, it's $8 a month if you want everything back.
Wait, come on, that's kind of fucked up though.
No, fuck you. You want to start talking bullshit? If he really
did that, like if Elon Musk did that and like deactivated the fucking thing and then put that on there, that's kind of fucked up. It happened. Well,
now I don't know if Elon Musk did it or somebody who works for it.
You idiot.
Yeah, Gomer Cow says that AOC likes to bottle her farts and save them for later when she has a bald-headed woman friend who smells it. Yeah.
Oh man, all I know is that like people from the left and people from the right can suck both big ass fucking cocks
and get it on film so we can all watch it. Oh yeah, cheers!
They're both idiots, man.
All right. Well, let's move on, Kike. To the weekly Yay news.
My mom saved my life. My dad wanted to abort me. Oh, kill my daughter.
Oh my God, that never gets old. Yay has well, I mean it's Yay. And of course, this man is the most enigmatic man on earth. He is very interesting to observe, and luckily for us, he doesn't stop. He doesn't stop.
You sounded racist as fuck.
What?
It's very interesting to observe.
I observe people all the time, Kike.
Now, what are you gonna say next? I enjoy people like black people eating fried chicken.
I wasn't saying
That's
black.
my hobby.
Kike, now you're being racist, and we just lost a new subscriber because I wasn't saying that. Anyways, Kike.
It's very interesting to watch.
Yay, as we said the past before, he is no longer a billionaire status on Earth. Because he lost all his deals that he lost with Balenciaga, Adidas, and all the networks and all the motherfuckers out there, Foot Locker and all that shit. He's no longer a billionaire. And luckily, there are people out there that want to help him. And it's none other than us, the fans. Ye has a GoFundMe by the fans. Let's get him out of debt. We need him to be a billionaire again. And I gotta say, Kike, I'm not gonna lie. I took up 2 extra shifts this week and I donated $150 myself. Right now we're at $269. And I want to say, come on, people, we need to get to $1 billion. We need to get to $1 billion for Ye. All right, Kike. That's why I also don't want them to hit 400 fucking subscribers because I don't have money for the shirts anymore, Kike.
Look, man, as it is, I already give enough money to fucking millionaires in Texas, man. I give a lot of fucking money to fucking,
so might as well give one to that's gonna change the world.
No, fuck them.
Yeah.
If I, dude,
Yeah,
as it is, I pay enough taxes for the fucking government to give to Ukraine. So fuck them. One,
give it to Ye.
Two.
He can put a stop to it. Kike.
No. Fuck Ye too. He's a fucking idiot. He's fucking crazy. I'm not gonna give money to that piece of shit.
I'm gonna sit there while you insult one of the greatest enigmatic fucking performers of all time. Fuck you, Kike.
Enigmatic. What is that? What do you think enigmatic means?
It means like Christ.
Look, man, I don't know, man. Fuck this guy, man. For real. Like, he's an idiot. Everyone idolizes him. It's kind of like that fucking stupid guy too, that from the Puerto Rico, that other idiot too. What's his name? Little Bunny or whatever the fuck he is.
Well, fuck you, Kike. We're not done. We're not done with Ye. You want to fucking talk shit and start talking about some other rappers?
I am talking shit. This is what the show's about.
No, this show is not about Bad Bunny. This show's about Kanye. Now shut the fuck up. We're talking more about
shit
Kanye.
About both of them, actually.
I don't give a shit. Don't bring up another person while we're talking about Kanye.
Okay, go suck his dick.
Yeah, we're not done sucking his dick. Here we go. Guess what? Remember, we knew already that George Floyd's family was fucking trying to sue him for $250 million because he was saying that the motherfucker didn't die from fucking being crushed by the cops. Instead, he took a bunch of fentanyl because he's a druggie. He got all pissed and shit and tried to sue him and shit. Well, now, Kanye is coming out and he's bringing to light the truth, Kike, because this is what a man of God does. He brings to light the truth. And he is saying, hey, I gave $2 million out of my own pocket for the family to help George's daughter, your daughter, back in the day. No one did that.
That is true.
No celebrities, no motherfucking rappers, no basketball players. Not even Obama gave money to the motherfuckers. But I gave my own fucking money.
Obama's not gonna give a shit about this either.
Yeah. He goes, many gave words, but I acted. Now, because of words, you want to sue me for $250 million when I'm going through an economic lynching, a digital lynching, a social credit score bankrupting. You're either being controlled or you're being greedy. This is how you try someone who was there for your family. You will never get money from no one else. God don't like ugly. He called her out.
Look.
He called her out. He called her out.
He did that.
Yeah.
I remember that. He did. When Floyd died, he gave
he was the only one.
$2 million for her to go to fucking college. Right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. He was the only one.
That's why, that's why the left and the right are fucking stupid as fuck. One says this one, the other one says the other one. And then they fucking start fighting and they're both fucking idiots. The family of fucking George Floyd are fucking trying to get more money. They're trying to exploit George Floyd more. Probably some fucking shit ass fucking lawyer said, hey, we can get more money from this motherfucker if we fucking say like defamation. You could have been like, hey, you know what? That guy gave us some money. Maybe he fucked up. Let's fucking talk to this guy and sit him down. Instead of being, you see, people don't fucking sit down and talk to each other anymore, man.
You're siding with him. He didn't fuck up. He didn't say nothing bad. Like, fuck
He
all
did
that.
fuck up.
No. He didn't say nothing
He's been
bad.
fucking up left and right too. I'm not gonna defend either of the fucking parties.
That's what
man.
I'm saying. It's like, oh, okay, so he can make videos about killing Pete Davidson. He can say all this shit about like Columbine and all of this shit. But the minute he says something about the people who run the world, he gets lynched. Come on now. That's some bullshit. Why did he get lynched for the
Who
other
runs the
shit?
world?
Why didn't he get lynched for the other shit?
Wait, who runs the world?
I'm not gonna fall into this trap. We're not even famous, but I know.
You just said it.
Okay, if I say it, they'll throw me out right now. We don't go against our own kind. Okay, don't worry about it. You know who we are. You know who we are.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is so fucking stupid.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up, but
the
it's
left
real.
and the right.
It's real though. It's real.
The left and the right doing stupid shit.
But
It's like watching monkeys throwing fucking shit to each other. They're both fucking stupid. And they're gonna fucking smell like shit at the end of the day.
yeah. Gomer Cow says he gave money. He gave money. Yeah. No, but Ye's not done, motherfucker. Because Ye went on Twitter and he posted this. I'm taking a 30-day cleanse, a verbal fast, no alcohol, no adult films, no intercourse. In God we praise. Amen. But my Twitter is still lit, bitches. And get God for that, because then he went ahead and posted another Twitter, and he said, I'm starting to
I
think.
thought he was gonna take a fucking fast from a verbal fast, but he fucking did it again. Okay.
No, but he just said his Twitter's okay. He said, I'm taking a fast from everything, but my Twitter's still lit. Oh.
Well, that's not a verbal.
Yeah. And so then,
That's not a cleansing.
because Twitter's your thoughts. Tweeters are your thoughts, not your
Twitters
voice.
are fucking like shit, so that people can like see what your fucking opinions are, and you're like, oh yes, I got more people that say that I like my fucking. It's just a means of fucking lifting you up, because you're so infatuated with your fucking image that lifts you up, and that's what fucking people like. They like to have like, oh, you see how many people like my comment? That's fucking stupid. But anyways, what did he say on Twitter? Because it's so lit.
I'm starting to think that anti-Semitic means ninja.
So we're hitting the fucking Asians, huh?
Are you not seeing the image? No. I'm saying ninja because I'm not going to say the word.
Exactly. Yeah. This is the low. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know, man.
He did.
If they don't want us to say that word, why are they saying it all the time?
This got deleted by Twitter because the mods.
Of course.
The mods are saying like it is free speech. But when you start fucking, all right, now you're saying that N word, and not the cool homie N word.
When the phone with fucking Elon.
You're saying the plantation. Yeah, you're saying the plantation and the plantation owner N word. No, and so this was banned on Twitter and shit.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Look, man, at the end of the day, and I'm not defending that word at all. I'm not. I'm saying words are words. And if you're trying to ban a word, specifically that N word, then stop fucking saying that N word. If you don't want people to fucking
No, there's a difference, Kike. There's the one that.
No, there is not a difference. There is not a difference.
There's a huge
that's being
fucking
a
difference.
hypocrite.
No,
That's
it's not.
being
It's
a
not.
big ass hypocrite.
No.
That's being a big ass.
No, it's not.
Do I call my fellow Mexican a beaner?
Yeah, we call them ways.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. Give them
don't.
way.
No, but that's
What up,
different, bro.
Exactly.
Okay,
There's a difference between those
do
two
you feel
words.
offended if a white person calls you, hey, get on the way?
If I know him, and if I don't know him, it's fine. There's la miklo. ¿Qué onda, miklo?
I
don't get
you see
offended. But
How
there's
is
a
not that big of a word? Because
there's a
Mexicans
difference.
don't give a fuck.
One
We
word
don't give a fuck.
sounds like.
It is.
It goes
what it is.
ga, and the other one goes gur. So there's a big difference. There's
Nah.
ga and gur. I sound like a fucking Lady Gaga song right now and shit. Yeah.
Anyways, look, stop saying the fucking word if you don't want other people to fucking call you that way.
Well, he's right. He's right about that. But anyways, yay. We just watch it
Because you're
better.
normalizing the word. That's what happens. You're normalizing the fucking word. That's what. Okay, I'll stop.
We're done with the goddamn word. All right. Yay. We just want you to get better, my friend. That's all we want. So cheers to Ye and his antics and his silly antics. This
He needs to get
motherfucker,
fucking
this silly,
help,
this
man.
silly man. He's so goofy. I
Nah,
like
he's not
him, man.
silly.
He's
He
silly.
needs
Kike.
help.
Nah, Kike, come on. He's surrounded by help. He's surrounded by help. He pays for them.
He's
He
surrounded
pays
by
for them.
enablers that fucking get paid by him.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's a job. Kike.
Whatever you say, sir. Whatever you say, sir. Yes, sir. That was great, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, calm down, Kike. I'm sure there's a few of them in there that are loyal. Okay. Calm down. Cheers, Ye.
Who's my ninja?
This shit, Gomer. Let's get started, Kike. You're being a pussy too much. Let's just get into it. This week, it finally happened. After 47 years of waiting, we got the brand new trailer for the Avatar: The Way of the Water.
Oh yeah,
And
in all its glory in 1080p.
Yeah, this trailer was like 2 minutes long, and that already tells you just how long if the trailer's 2 minutes, how long do you think the actual movie's gonna be? God damn it!
3
Guess
hours.
what? It's gonna be longer than the last one. They said longer than 3 hours. It's gonna be like
Really?
3 hours and 40 minutes and shit. Get ready to shit in a bag and piss in a cup.
I hope they have those fucking like remember back in the day, back in the 80s, like when you had like a little fucking like in the middle of the movie, you had a little fucking like a thing where the fucking theater would stop the movie and be like, hey, we're gonna
Intermission.
take a break.
Intermission.
Yeah, intermission. That's the fucking word I was trying to fucking find. Intermission. So you would go take a piss, take a leak, and fucking go buy candy, go buy more fucking like get a refill on your popcorn and shit. Go back, take a breather, and take the rest of the movie in. I miss those fucking times, man. Nowadays, you're fucking like, fuck, I need to go pee, but I can't miss this part. You know, like fuck that. I hope they do this for this fucking movie.
You're all dumb as fuck, like me. Like I can hold my piss for. Well, I will be honest. I think the longest.
You just stopped the show.
Well, yeah, because I'm thinking like I don't think I held it for 3 hours. I might have held it for
No.
2.5 hours, but I don't think I held it for 3 hours. But I'm
I
talking
don't
about
think
I
it
was
is.
holding it, Kike. I held it for like 2.5
Well,
hours.
the thing is, like you don't drink as much as I do, and you can't. If we actually get in a
Nah, it
competition
wasn't-
of drinking
nah, yeah, well,
the
yeah.
same amount that I drink, you would be fucking pissing your pants.
Fuck you. You're always talking
Because
shit.
I
Like
take
you know
tall
me.
boys, not little fucking little things like this.
Fuck you, all right? Fuck you. You want to get down over here and talk about piss, motherfucker? I'll pull my dick out right now and piss in a cup. Let's see who has more piss.
Intermission? No. Well, I mean, maybe it's me because I
Can we
used to
get
live in
back to
Mexico.
talking about Avatar? For fuck's sakes.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, Gomer's asking a question. He says they haven't done that since the 1960s. And I'm like, no, they used to do that back in the 80s in Mexico. They would have like a little fucking intermission and we were going to go buy in more shit, which is smart, actually. If you're a theater owner and you have kind of like movies like this, you would do an intermission so you can consume more shit, dude, and then get back and eat more like a fucking pig. I'm just saying.
You know, Kike, you have a point, but I'm just saying is that, are you excited about this?
Avatar.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay, so this
That's
is the
real
biggest
question. That's
fucking-
the real question.
Okay.
Is this
This
gonna
is-
make money like the last one? With this
I don't
brand new
know.
generation who doesn't know the first one, and people that complained that 3 hours was kind of long, even though they paid for it 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 times they paid for it, and they would still want to complain it's too long. Do you think this is gonna be as successful as the last one that came out 47 years ago?
47 years ago. Shut the fuck up. When did it come out,
A
actually?
long
Was
time
it in
ago.
like 2015?
Come on,
2015,
no,
something
fuck
like
that. It was like 2012.
20
And no, it
2012?
wasn't. It was like 2000 and
9? Something
because
like
I was
that?
fucking that big ass lady. Remember the manager from that place? Remember that was a long time ago. Like 2009.
I don't even. I don't. 2009. I was right. 2009.
2009. Yeah, 2009.
Yeah,
That was a long
2009.
time
So
ago.
it's been more than 20 years. It's been more than 20 years. It's been 29, 23 years. 23 years. So the thing is, the thing that when you first see the fucking trailer, you're like, oh, wait a minute. These people used to ride things that would fly, and now they're underwater.
It's a new tribe. It's a new tribe. They're trying to get used to the water. If you notice, the water ones are like a greenish color. They're the blue ones, and it's like saying like the Mexicans meet the blacks. They're still brownskis, but they don't know each other and shit. That's what this movie's about.
Who are the blacks? The ones that can't swim?
I don't know. We can't swim either, man. I mean, Ted Nock had to learn how to swim. He's a grown ass man.
I know how to swim.
Yeah.
You don't know how to swim?
I don't like the water, Kike. Fuck you. There's all these kinds of creatures in it and bacteria.
I didn't know that about you.
Fuck you. Do you like this? Will it make money?
Okay. Go back to 2009 when you watched the movie. Did you say, "Holy shit! I'm gonna fucking buy all the fucking like toys and I'm really into it. I'm gonna buy the movie."
Well, let me tell you what happened in 2009 with me. I saw this one time normal, and then I went and saw it in 3D glasses. And yeah, I thought it was too long, but when I saw it in 3D glasses, it was badass, bro. I mean, I was like, this is I was literally doing this, and I'm not lying.
You obviously went high.
Yes, but I've been high to tons of 3D movies, and no movie ever looked that good that I could actually I could actually reach and touch. This one was that. I was just like, this is really good. The 3D is amazing. Like, this is the perfect movie for 3D. This one and Tron were really good for 3D. Did you ever see Tron, the new one? For 3D was really good.
I didn't see the first one. I wasn't interested in the second one.
I never saw the first one, but I saw the second one in 3D, and it was amazing, just like this one. But I also dressed up as one of these things. I wore a little fucking thong, a blue thong, and and painted myself blue and shit. And I had a tail, Kike. So yeah, Kike, I liked it, but I don't know. I mean, it's been too long. I really don't give a shit anymore about it. That's all I'm saying. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people going to feel the same way.
I appreciate the movie for what it was in 2009. The graphics were incredible for 2009. If you go back and watch that movie nowadays, and you watch it right now, and they tell you it's 2009, you'd be like, "Wow, that's great. That's great." Now you watch this. Are you gonna be impressed?
No, I'm not.
Because now
it's normal. This is like normal. Like we see this all the time nowadays.
Yeah. If you have a fucking Xbox Series X or a fucking PS5,
I will say this,
you can do that.
This still looks better than a Marvel CGI.
Well, yeah, of course.
But I'm
not comparing it to Marvel.
Yeah, but it's nothing like, oh my god, this is revolutionary. No, it's not.
Yeah,
like, this is just whatever.
I just wonder about the story. And if the story is strong enough,
I told you the story. There's two tribes, right? And they're trying to learn how to go into the water to become part of the water tribe because they're being run away by the humans from the land.
Yeah.
So they're just escaping into the sea now, and they're trying to learn the ways of the water, meaning the ways of the new tribe, the water tribe. Because look, man, there's other motherfuckers and they're green. They're not blue. They're the same kind, but they're green colored. Those are the water motherfuckers. That's what the story's about. I can already tell.
Am I gonna go run and buy tickets now?
Exactly. Yeah, me neither. I'm gonna download it digital as soon as it comes out using my VPN.
It might make some money, but it's not gonna fucking be revolutionary in the sense that it's gonna fucking make a lot of money. It's gonna win so many awards. I honestly, I don't think this is gonna be a great fucking movie. I think it did gotta, like, if they did this like maybe 5 years after the first movie, then maybe. But it's been 13 years, bro.
Yeah. Fuck this.
It's been 13 years.
Fuck this movie. It ain't gonna be $1 billion movie. We're moving on. We're moving on to something you motherfuckers out there. Gomer Cow, you're gonna go crazy for this shit. You're gonna go piss on yourself after you hear this fucking thing I'm about to say. And shit, or at least that's what I hope happens. But guess what? And I'm sure you already heard about this, Gomer Cow. But Friday the 13th is gonna get our prequel series on Peacock called Crystal Lake. It's gonna be about Jason in the camp before he was, dead, and his mom was still like. I hope she's hot. I mean, I hope they don't get a fucking old lady, like really ugly looking, like crone and shit. I hope they, like, this is in the past, but they're gonna be like it's just gonna be about like in the past, not about Jason. Maybe about Jason, but Jason before he was Jason.
So I don't know if someone has done this before, but they could have used like remember that the movie Waterboy? It's pretty much like what Jason went through because his mom was fucking a piece of shit.
You're right.
They could have done like a trailer with the Waterboy and make
Waterboy could be the prequel to fucking Jason. Oh,
that's not true, Mom. That's not true.
Yeah. I don't know why I bothered with you, Bobby. You ain't even a man. Oh, that bitch was Faruka Bach. Yeah. Yeah, that bitch was hot. She's draconian. She's a draconian Kiki. She tucks her tail in.
Oh my god.
She does.
But, I don't know much about this stuff, but I mean, it's kind of like the backstory, right? The mom was a bitch, and then he got mocked into fucking like with everyone was
because he was
being bullied by everyone else and shit like that.
He was retarded and he was deformed and he was bullied, and then they drowned him in the lake because he didn't know how to swim. Okay, you see, I'm not the only one. Yeah. Jason didn't know how to swim. If you don't fuck around, then I'm gonna come around here and kill everyone, you motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just saying he didn't know how to swim and he drowned. Yeah.
Well,
they're gonna make it woke, Gomer. It's gonna be the wokest of wokestness. There's gonna be lesbianism and gays and stuff in the camp. All right, Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake is like yeah. There's gonna be bisexual and trans.
You made it sound like a religion, lesbianism.
It is. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. It's just the way it is. It's the way it is. Okay, you just gotta accept it. If you accept it, everything will be okay. All right.
Nothing's gonna be the same.
I don't know, man. I mean, I've yet to see an actual Peacock series. I didn't see the Will Smith fucking revival of that fucking, what was it called, Bel Air. I didn't see it. I should have seen it. Maybe checked it out.
It probably got canceled and it sucked.
I want to see.
Guess what? It appeared after fucking 20 years and nobody gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody asked for it. Nobody asked for it.
Fucking slapping fucking like this guy too, Chris Rock.
Nobody asked for it. But I think I'm going to start downloading Young Rock. I want to see The Rock and shit and his story about his life and shit.
I saw the first 2 episodes. It's not that good.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I got to check it out. I got to try it out. I'm going to download him, see what it is.
Do it. I mean, you got to be really high to like it, I think.
Well, yeah, but I like wrestling. I like wrestling a lot more than you, motherfucker.
No, I know. And you will see, like, the first 2 episodes has some of the wrestlers from back in the day, but it's not that good. It's not that good.
Yeah. Well, I still want to check it out. At the end of the day,
it's like an NBC fucking show. It's like, oh.
Well, yeah, but I still want to see if it's funny or not. I just want to see his life. I want to see his life. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I'm trying to learn about my future president, Kike.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing. Anyways, yeah, so I've yet to see a Peacock show, Kike. And they're still doing Twisted Metal, which has already been filmed, but they're editing or adding special effects or some crazy shit. So we don't know if that's going to be any good. And who knows? This shit might just end up being ass for all we know, but we haven't seen nothing yet. No. But let's move on.
Ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
No, we don't know.
I'll tell you one thing that we do know, and it's a fact, embroidered in the fucking tombstones of all the legends that have ever been born. And we will say it again, Kike. Henry Cavill is Superman of our generation, and he has said he's committing, and he's not gonna grow a mustache, and he said,
hope so.
Yeah, he's not, and he's gonna stay in shape.
You wrote it on the fucking coordinates, like, yeah, I'm not gonna grow a mustache, and I'm not gonna ride a horse. Okay, great,
no horses,
good.
And because he's not riding horses, he says, I quit The Witcher because they're putting me in danger, and I want to be Superman. And so he and he quit The Witcher. He
didn't even think about The Witcher. I was just talking about fucking like the other Superman that got crushed by a fucking horse. Yeah. But holy shit, you're right.
He left The Witcher and he said, that's it. I'm done. I don't want to do this show anymore. I'm Superman. Y'all bitches. I'm going to get paid millions of dollars. David Zaslav, that Russian motherfucker, is going to pay me good. Fuck you, Netflix.
Well, you know what helped, right? You know what helped? The Rock.
Of course. Our future commander-in-chief.
Everyone jumps in if there's the Rock is there.
I always do. But anyways, Netflix decided to replace him with Thor's little brother. Discount Chris Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth,
Yeah.
the one that was fucking married to, or maybe he is married to that crazy fucking bitch with the long tongue and no ass and no tits. What's her name?
I don't know.
Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, there you go. He's married to her.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? Still?
I think so. I don't know. Maybe they're fucking. I don't know. Who gives a shit?
Didn't she?
He's
I
the new
think she-
Witcher. He's the new Witcher. Focus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you bring all these fucking crazy people,
Well, I'm
and
just trying to-
You want me to fucking talk about them?
Well, I'm trying to remind you who the fuck this guy is. It's shit.
Yeah, shut up, I have ya. I don't like him out of my without the buff.
Fuck yeah. hey, Gomer says that the fake Thor is going to do no good. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I never even saw The Witcher. I haven't seen it yet. Is it any good?
My brother loves it.
Oh, so it's like a nerdy
He
show.
played the game. He loves the game, and he fucking watched the show. And he's like, "This is a really good show." And I was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna get into another fucking like Game of Thrones like kind of thing, and it's another world." Dude, no. So I didn't watch it.
Well, I mean, now you don't have to worry about it, about not fucking watching it ever, because now they just changed the character, the main actor. So why would you even want to watch it if you know it's going to change the face of the actor?
I fucking hate when they do that. I
Yeah.
hate when they do that, man.
Yeah. Well, it was for a good cause. He's Superman now. Fuck Witcher.
Yeah. And that's gonna
He's
happen with
committing.
a fucking like
He's committing. He
Marvel,
said,
too.
"I'm doing it. I'm committing to
Yeah.
it." He said,
Well, I mean,
"Fuck it. I'm not going to grow a
They
mustache."
don't look alike
and I'm
though,
not-
at all.
Who? Oh yeah, you're
Well,
right.
Henry
Hemsworth.
Cavill and this guy. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he sucked good dick. I don't know. Jacked off in front of somebody. I don't know. Fuck somebody's wife. But he got the job. But we gotta give it up to him. All right. 'Cause, yeah, it happens. It's all right.
Okay.
Well, anyways, I don't give a fuck about The Witcher. I'm just glad Henry Cavill is putting his eggs in one basket and saying, "I'm gonna be Superman. Fuck what anyone says. Fuck you every time you breathe and shit. And this is how we do when we do what it is that we do, motherfuck you." All right. But let's move on, Kike. Because none other than producer Joe Russo is coming out and saying, because he's one of the producers for this new live action fucking bullshit. Let me make some
Another
money.
live
Yeah,
action.
let me
Jesus
try to
Christ. Here we go.
squeeze some more money out of the fucking Disney piggy bank and shit. We run out of good ideas, and our fucking woke employees only want to write about lesbians and gays and transsexuals and shit. And so let's just fucking recycle old ideas. We can sprinkle some of their new gay shit on there, but let's just recycle some old ideas. And so he is saying that this new live action version of Hercules, Kike,
Oh my god.
is an experimental film that will be inspired by TikTok.
What? I heard experimental, and I was like, "Oh, a director wants to experiment with the art and the music, and maybe like the actors, and maybe a different type of fucking photographer and filmmaker is gonna fucking go join into the production." TikTok, and you went like, "No,
You know what I picture in my head? This is a Taika Waititi movie. This is Thor: Love and Thunder, where every like 5 seconds it skips and jumps and shit. Because this is for people with ADHD and shit. TikTokers, they can only have a 30-second attention span because you got to change the scene every 30 seconds. Something different's gonna happen every fucking 2 seconds and shit.
Oh my god."
Disney.
And you have to go like this to the TV so that they can change to the next fucking chapter.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a really good director and writer, man, producer. So
He's a
I don't know what
producer.
he's
a
talking about. But
producer.
like, he said
Yeah.
Twitter, really?
TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
That's even worse. Yeah, that's the
That's
same.
even worse. That's even worse.
Yeah, attention
Even
spans.
worse.
Little motherfuckers
For
over
the
there.
Chinese government, so they can check everything that you have. By the way, uninstall TikTok on your fucking phone. By the way,
Fuck you, man. I use that every day.
no,
I'm
fuck
on
that,
there.
dude.
They're bitches shaking their asses and tits. It's badass.
Yeah, they're exactly fucking like they're fucking
They
reading
try on
you
different.
left and right.
They try on different lingeries and shit. And if you buy it for them, they try it on and shit. It's pretty cool. I've already spent like $600 on this one slut.
Idiot.
What a whore.
Right. You're a dumbass too.
Yeah, fuck you, kid. Just because you don't pull bitches on
You're
the
like,
internet
"What
the
a
way
whore,"
I
and
do.
she's like, "What an idiot."
Fuck you. Moving on, kid. Moving on to what originally was a rumor, but is now being confirmed as factual and shit. Wonderman series is officially in development at the Marvel Studios with Kevin Feige running the shit. And they chose none other. They race swapping the shit out of the character too. One of the most obscure characters, by the way. But they're race swapping the shit out of it. And it's going to be played by none other than Black Manta himself, Yahya Abdul Mateen II. Yeah.
I don't know him. I don't know his work. I don't know the character either. Who this Wonder Man guy?
Wonder Man is a fucking bad guy turned good. So what happens? Baron Zemo got some guy. Yeah, Baron Zemo. He got some guy and he fucking gave him powers and then told him to go infiltrate the Avengers to pretend he's a good guy so he can fucking take them out for him.
I didn't know Baron Zemo holds some fucking like serum to make someone.
Hello,
like, super
what don't you not remember what the Captain America and Winter Soldier fucking shit was about? They had a serum.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So that's
But
what
it
it's all
wasn't.
about.
I mean, he stole it. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. There's gonna be this is a Wonder Man. Who knows? I don't know if it's gonna be exactly like the comic books, but they already have Baron Zemo, and since he's not coming on in Thunderbolts, it makes sense. This is where he's gonna be. Baron Zero creates this guy and tells him to infiltrate the Avengers and become a good guy and shit, and then he can take them down from the inside. But eventually, he's in there for so long that he just feels like they're right, and this other dumbass is wrong, and so he just stays an Avenger and shit.
So Wonder Man is not gonna be like Wonder Bread. He's gonna be he's gonna be fucking like the brown bread then.
He was Black Manta and he was Black Manta in the fucking what's it called? Aquaman, remember? And Gomer
I don't remember Aquaman that
says
well
he's the new
because
Candyman. I didn't
like
even
the
know
movie.
they remade Candyman. Man, Candyman was scary when I was a little kid. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be scared of that motherfucker. I didn't want a black man coming out in the bathroom to murder me. That was scary as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never. I don't know about that. I never saw those movies or know
What do you
about
think
that.
about Marvel bringing out these obscure characters and then race swapping them? And here you go. It's a brand new thing you never
Look,
even heard
man.
of. Something you never heard of. But here we go. Let's make $1 million. Fuck it.
You know, like I saw a meme just recently about you know, the death of Tony Stark, and there's a meme that says like, in the scene of Tony Stark's funeral, you see the death of Tony Stark and the death of Marvel movies.
Yeah. I'll agree.
It's like I don't like the stuff that's coming out, man, and it's mostly just fucking shows. But you see the direction where the shows are going, and it's not that good.
Disney, I can tell what happened. Bob Chapek and Disney told them, we need IPs. As many as you can make. We need toys, different characters. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're throwing new characters at us every fucking 2 shows, like every 1 minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not only just like, oh, it's not even popular characters right now. They're really digging at the bottom of the barrel. Wonder Man? Come on, for fuck's sakes. That's who they're introducing. And it's because, you know, they can't introduce all the X-Men. The only X-Men we're going to get from now until 2025 is we're going to get Hugh Jackman. We're going to get Professor X and Deadpool. And we're probably going to get maybe Halle Berry or one of the X-Men, one of the old X-Men in Secret Wars.
Well,
but after Secret Wars, 2025, when the contract is over, then they will have the new X-Men. And I'm telling you, Kike, you don't believe me, but I'm telling you, the X-Men are all going to be race swapped and gender swapped and shit.
That's the way we're going.
It's going to be the woke X-Men, and it's not going to be called X-Men. They're going to call it the mutants or something because Victoria Alonso already said, and shit, we'll get to her later. But this is what this is. This is bullshit. This is Kevin Feige following the mouse idea to make more money. That's just what I think.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on to some other shit. This is a rumor. We heard a lot of rumors already. Fantastic Four. They lost the director. They got another one. They didn't know the actors. Then now they do. And now they don't. And bullshit coming out in WandaVision. The motherfucker never showed up. He shows up in fucking Doctor Strange, and then they kill him. Yeah. Is he gonna come back, John Krasinski, or is he not? All this shit. Well, now the new rumor that all these nerds on Twitter and on the internet and all over the fucking shit are saying is that none other than Diego Luna is in the running to play Reed Richards. Exactly.
Nah.
And they're saying because Disney loves, well, we already have the Star Wars actors, put him in the movie of Marvel. Oh, we already have the Marvel actor, put him in a Star Wars movie. They're already doing that because it's cheap for them to just say, get the same actor and shit, rather than casting someone different. And so they're saying that he's someone they're thinking of putting as Reed Richards because Sue Storm in the comic books already has a thing with Namor, and Namor's always trying to fuck her and steer her away from Reed Richards. And they're saying, well, Namor is Mexican, so what if Reed Richards was Mexican too, Kike?
Oh my God. A Mexican named Reed Richards? Come on, bro. Come on.
It's going to be Richie Ricardo, Kike.
Ramon Ricardo. No, dude. Fuck no, man. Come on. I'm Mexican. I don't want this. I mean, my fucking, like, he's a great actor, Diego Luna, but that's not his fucking. He has a big, thick accent.
Reed Richards is white, motherfucker. That's all I know.
Well, this is a Mexican white. He's a Mexican white.
Fuck this Spaniard. Fuck this Spaniard. He's got to be American white if he's going to be Reed Richards.
But the thing is, like, if he had no accent, maybe I'll believe it.
From the lineage of George Washington.
He has a very thick accent. Let's be real here. He does.
Very thick. It's almost as thick as Tenoch. Tenoch is thicker. Tenoch is more hood.
You know, like in Tenoch, they had to fucking like change the whole fucking backstory so it can fit his fucking accent. You know, and let's not fucking say.
I promise you. Let's just say the worst scenario, they do go full woke, and this is Reed Richards. It's not going to be Reed Richards because remember, Namor is Namor instead of Namor. He's going to be Ricardo and shit or some asshole like that.
Well, I mean, like, the thing is, like, let's be realistic here.
Ricardo Rodriguez. Oh, yeah. Ramirez. Reyes. Ricardo Reyes.
No, I'm not going to subscribe to this, bro. I'm not going to subscribe to this. This is bullshit, bro. I mean, we both know it. I mean, like, oh, can you believe that I'm fucking like Abraham Lincoln? I'm going to fucking play Abraham Lincoln. No, bro. No, I'm not. Dude, and it's just because of the color of my skin. Come on, let's be honest here. The guy was white. And like some of these characters are white. And their names are white. So we're changing things around just so they can fit to the fucking
You're sounding
actor.
really racist, and I don't think I like it.
No, I'm not. I'm being realistic here. Come on, let's be fucking realistic here. Diego Luna does not belong in that character. There's no fucking way. And I love his fucking like work as an actor. I do. He's a great actor. But at the end of the day, he's not fit for this character. Let's be honest here. It's not gonna work.
It's gonna be John Krasinski or no one. I will not pay for a Fantastic Four if it's not John Krasinski, Jim from The Office. You already showed him to me. Then fuck you if you give me someone else. That's all I'm gonna say. You showed him to me. You fucked up. You fucked up, motherfuckers. That's all I'm saying.
It's not.
We're moving on because this is just a rumor. We don't even know. But obviously, it's a rumor that we both don't like.
Well, you stirred me up, you motherfucker.
Well, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm kind of glad that you don't like it because it is ass. It better not be true. Fuck you, Victoria Alonso.
I'm just being fucking honest.
But see, we're talking about Diego Luna. Let's get into it, Kike. Let's get into Andor. Andor. Because he's Mexican. Episode 9.
Yeah. His name is Cassian Andor. So in this episode, he's still in fucking jail.
Cassian Andor.
If you were a little bit more Mexican, you would be more clever than that. It would be Cassiano Andores. But you're not.
No, I'm saying it the way they're spelling it. Cassian Andor.
Cassiano Andores. So in this last episode, we're talking much more about like what's going on. He's been in jail for quite a while. They're promising all these people, these workers, right? Because that's their sentence. They have so many shifts that they need to work until they retire, and they're gonna get free. There's a rumor going on that in the second floor of this place, which is inside of an Empire jail, something happened, but they don't know what's going on. There's this certain thing that goes on every time they shift. Their shift ends, where you see people lined up and they have to put their hands on the back of their head.
They're going to their dorms or their cells.
Yeah, basically.
And they're on different levels so they can see people on the other side.
The other side, and sometimes they talk by like
no, not everyone, only the smart Indian guy, because he's a badass. The rest of the motherfuckers are dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
They don't know sign language like us when we go woke as fuck and shit or woke.
Well, I don't know. I don't claim to know sign language. Maybe you
every time you
know a little bit about that stuff. But there's a rumor going on that like they disappeared.
A whole floor of motherfuckers.
A whole floor. So rumor goes on. Something happens with the oldest gentleman that works with Cassian Andor.
He's
starting to lose his fucking mind. He has short-term memory. He's having slowly a stroke. He ends up collapsing, and Andor is trying to get some fucking truth from what's the guy's name? I forget his name. He's a really good actor.
Andy
He does
Serkis.
a lot of fucking Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
And he's
it's funny because he plays Snoke in the shitty movies. So he's here playing another character.
I know. He asked him, "Hey, so have you ever thought about escaping? I'm already doing that. Have you ever thought about escaping?" And he's like, "Don't shut up." And he's like, "What? You think they care about us? Like they're not fucking listening to us right now. We're just the numbers. We're numbers. That's all we are. They just need to know how many we go out, how many go out, how many go in." And they're not giving a fuck about us. He's like, "Hey, good luck with that." And he goes to sleep. And he tells them, like, "Hey, how many ships you have left?" And he tells them so many, which they're not that many.
Yeah.
But
I'm almost out, motherfucker. Quit fucking around.
Exactly. So when this old man collapses,
yeah,
one of the physicians, who happens to be also one of the fucking like people that are inside of the jail,
slaved in there.
They don't give a fuck. Yeah, he's slave. They're slaves. And everyone in the U.S. who is in jail, they're doing.
All of us who have jobs are slaves.
That also, in a certain way, yeah, we are. Anyways, I'm not getting into that. So they asked the fucking guy, "Hey, what can you do about this guy?" He's like, "I can do anything. Like, he had a stroke. He's gonna die. And either way, if I can save him, he's still gonna die." He's like, "What are you talking about? Like try to save him." He's like, "No, I'm just gonna give him this. He's gonna pass away, and he's better off than you guys are. Believe me. In 2 more weeks, you're gonna
none
feel
of
the
us are
same
gonna
way.
be alive." He goes, "None of us are gonna be alive.
None of us are gonna be alive." Yeah, and then he's like, "What?" And Andy Serkis was also looking at him like, "What the fuck does this guy know?" Right?
Yeah.
So they realized that they're never gonna get out of this fucking place.
The explanation was weird about like what happened to the people on floor 2, and he says, "Well, there's a guy on floor number 4 who finished his sentence, and he was supposed to be let free, but instead they just moved him to the bottom floor."
Yeah.
And then he told everyone on the bottom floor, and because everyone knew what happened,
havoc went on.
They killed them all.
Exactly.
And then he says, and ever since then, they already spread the word that no one is to be let out. They either keep working here or we just kill them when their time runs out.
Free labor.
Yeah. Yeah. And so then Cassian and Andor, they're walking back into their cells, and he tells them the same thing he asked them last time, and he was like, "Fuck off, leave me alone." "How many guards are there in the level?" And he goes,
how many guards are in each level?
About 11 or 12. And I'm like, oh.
No more than 12. No more than 12.
Hey,
no more than 12.
But I'll tell you one thing. That was bad.
Yeah.
This whole episode was badass, and that shit was badass. It was really suspenseful. This felt like more like Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon. This episode.
It's a great fucking show,
but hang on. Here's where they fucked up, and it pissed me off.
Okay.
There's another story in this episode that shouldn't have been there. The Mon Mothma, the government, the rich people over there trying to, I need to get money and all this bull. fuck all that. Andor's what we should be watching. They made an hour-long episode when it could have been 30 minutes, and it would have still been badass 30 minutes.
Yeah.
With just Andor and his story.
The Mon Mothma one was like,
there shouldn't be that story, is what I'm saying. Now I realize what I hate about this show is that story. It's bothering me. It's boring. And I don't give a fuck about her sister or girlfriend, whoever the fuck they brainwashed in the beginning. They should just be following Andor. He's where all the good shit and exciting stuff is.
That was the only
happening.
surprising thing about that part of the fucking story is that the fact that she is actually one of the people that works very directly with the guy that is getting the money from Mon Mothma. What's her name?
Yeah,
that's her name.
Yeah, Mon Mothma.
I when I saw her, I was like, oh, holy shit, that's her fucking cousin. Like, she is actually really deep into this fucking revolution thing. I thought that was really interesting. Honestly,
I don't care for that story. I mean, the only thing where I really paid attention was when Andor was on. I think that's the more interesting story. I want to see him fucking escape and shit. But
yeah, no, and it's gonna be great. He's already being active about escaping. He was trying to fucking cut a fucking like tube on one of it on his room or whatever you want to call it, his cell. I don't know. I'm really excited. I like the pace of it. It's kind of slow, but it's still very interesting. Obviously, a lot of people, like I said before, there's no lightsabers. There's no fucking magic.
It would make it more exciting. It would make it more exciting. I'm just trying to be honest.
I'll compare it with the member berries. Member berries are all about like, oh, remember that? Oh, let's bring that back. Oh, remember that? Let's bring that back. And that's when shit hits the fucking fan. Because people are infatuated with the fucking past and they don't want to bring anything new into the fucking like table. Bring something new like this. This is great, but as soon as you bring something new to someone that is like more infatuated with the fucking
it's good, but there's still got his problems. Is all I'm saying. But anyways, there's still 3 more episodes on this ass.
Yes.
And
I will love to see those episodes.
And we'll see where it ends and shit, because it, apparently from season 1 all the way to season 2, there's going to be a time jump and shit. So a few years will pass by to season 2. But let's get into it. What people have been waiting for, or actually I didn't even mention any of this, but we got the Ant-Man spoilers and leaks that this is pretty much the summary of the movie. We don't have the detailed movie yet, but obviously once we get closer to the movie, like tonight, we're actually going to give the entire Wakanda Forever the way the movie fucking really is. Spoilers. But first, we're going to give you a summary of the Ant-Man fucking movie and shit. And for those of you pussies who just showed up because, oh my God, you saw a thumbnail and you want to know the spoilers and shit, let me break your little fucking bullshit, your little pussy heart and shit. All right? We've been drinking and smoking and doing drugs and shit. And if that ain't your cup of tea, then get your ass over there to fucking Eric Voss's new Rockstar channel. That shit's made for you. And I promise you'll have a better time over there than you will here, motherfucker. So for all you motherfuckers who are drinking and smoking out there, let's get into it. The Ant-Man spoilers that were verified, and I'm repeating this, Kike. These were verified by several leakers and people and sources, and they're saying this is all true. Here we go. I'm gonna start reading. Don't interrupt me, Kike. It's a lot of shit. It's not the whole movie, but it's bullet points, and it's a lot of shit to go over.
All right.
Janet Van Dyne was gonna be trapped in the quantum realm, and when she's down there, and this is a flashback, there's gonna be these weird aliens, and we've seen them in the trailer. They look like weird xenomorph shit, or like the face opens, the mouth opens from the face like that. We've seen it in the trailer. And that's when Kang saves her and meets her. And it goes along with the fucking leaks that we've already read. That's where Kang probably tells her, hey, I'm stuck here just like you. We can help each other. Let's work on trying to find a way out of here and shit. And we'll get to that in a little bit. But then they say that after that, because I'm getting into the spoilers, but I'm skipping around. But anyways, she says, after that, there's a montage of Scott, and we've seen this in the first D23 trailer. Not in the trailer they showed us. In the D23 trailer, they showed this, that Scott is narrating his life after the bleep and after they saved the day and killed Thanos. He says, and that he's reading excerpts from his book because he's famous now, and he's a celebrity. He's the Avenger that saved the Earth and shit now. And he's the good guy now. And we see it in the trailer. They're celebrating him, and he's getting like employee of the century from Baskin Robbins, even though they fired his ass for being a criminal and shit. And he's selling a book that says "Looking Out for a Little Guy." But Scott, he talks about how happy he is to meet a raccoon that could talk, and he's friends with the Hulk. And then he talks about future adventures, and then this is all like, shit that's going on. But him and Cassie are trying to reconnect for the whole movie, because not only was he gone for 5 years, but technically he's always been gone because he's a criminal and shit, and he's always fucking up and shit. And he's always trying to make it up for his daughter and shit. And even though they recasted her 3 times, and this is a totally different girl that we're even fucking used to from the other fucking movies.
Yeah.
But he's trying to reconnect with her because he doesn't know her, and neither do we, because the first time we ever seen this new little girl. But it's his daughter now. But anyways, they go and the little girl makes, and I'm also adding part of the leaks so you understand what's missing. The little girl makes that device, and she says, "Hey, when you were trapped in the quantum realm, I was actually trying to find you, and I made this little thing and shit. And I will send a signal, and maybe you would reach it. But I don't think I perfected it. But now that you're here, and you guys are here, and I've been studying what you guys are showing me and shit, I've perfected it." And so then that's when Janet Van Dyne gets freaked out and says, "Turn that shit off." But they all get sucked in. It's too late. They all get sucked in because the signal send it to Kang, and Kang's all like, "Oh shit, let me bring them in." And Kang brings them in. They split. They fall in opposite ends of the quantum realm, and we already see that Scott Lang is with his daughter, and obviously Hope, Janet, and fucking Michael Douglas, Scott Pym or whatever, Hank Pym, Hank Pym are in the in the other team and shit. But there's a whole civilization down there, and we've already seen all this in the trailer. And it says that they go to, though Bill Murray is an aristocrat, and it's hinted that him and Janet had a fling there, which was also on the leaks and shit. They say that some of the buildings are going to seem like they're alive in the quantum realm. And MODOK is described as a mechanized organism designed only for killing, which is exactly what it stands for. At least they're doing that correct. And that it is a big head of Corey Stoll, and he's wearing a helmet or mask that looks like a robot, but it's not a robot.
Let's hope
when it takes it off, it's going to be the head of him. It's going to be him deformed and shit. And we get to know his backstory and shit, which is, we already know his backstory. He got trapped in there when he shrunk as the fucking Yellow Jacket. And if you go back and see the original Ant-Man, his whole body shrinks first before his head does. So for a little instant, he has a small body and a big head. And I think that was them even hinting way back then. They knew. Kevin Feige's little virgin ass, he had his fingers so far up that ass that he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. Janet and Kang, they go back to a flashback, and when they were trapped in the quantum realm, Kang has a ship that he can travel the multiverse with. And Janet is helping him fix it because he promised her, if you help fix it, I'll take you back to wherever you got sucked into it, and you can live the rest of your life with your family. But while she's there, she discovers one of the AIs that Kang is using, and the AI tells her Kang's plan. And what she does is that she takes something, the power source or something, from the ship. And then they show, like, they pick her up, like that's when she leaves and shit. So she fucked his plans up before he fucking left. And then when he meets fucking Kang takes Cassie as a prisoner, the daughter. And he tells Scott, like, "Hey, I need you to steal this for me, like, because you're fucking, somebody stole it, and it's fucking Janet Van Dyne who took it." And Kang tells him, like, because Scott Pym, and that's in the trailer that we shown the D23. He tells him, like, "Hey, you're in trouble, buddy. I'm an Avenger." And that Kang tells him, "You're an Avenger. Have I killed you yet?" And that Kang asked him if he's the one with a hammer. And then that Scott Lang, he makes a joke saying, like, "Yeah, people confuse me with Thor all the time." Yeah. And so Kang tells him, "Hey, you need to help me we need to all get out of here because you need to help me stop what's coming." And that Scott tells him, "What's coming?" And he goes, "Me. A worse version of me." That's what Kang
Okay.
tells them. All right. And they goes on and it says, he's not blue, but he has the lines on his face, which we already saw in the fucking trailer. And the reason why he's blue, the reason why he's blue is the light or whatever. Scott gets into the quantum nexus where he meets several different versions of himself, and that's in the trailer when we see a lot of Ant-Mans running together. And Scott, who's a Baskin Robbins employee in his universe, he's not even the Ant-Man. He's just a Baskin Robbins employee. He doesn't understand what the fuck is going on and why he's surrounded by all these Ant-Mans and shit. And it says that Scott works with his multiversal selves against MODOK. So when all those Ant-Mans are running and one of them gets hit by a beam and gets disintegrated, they're fighting MODOK there, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. And that he gets emotional with Cassie and he's telling her that he messed up all his life and he promises she's gonna try to get her home. And that Corey Stowe is only doing the voice of MODOK. That it's all CGI, whatever the hell whatever we're gonna see of MODOK, it's gonna be CGI. Gonna be him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And that there's a joke that everybody says that they're calling him Darren, and he gets mad because he wants them to call him MODOK, which sounds dumb. My name is MODOK.
I wonder if
No,
he's
Darren.
actually doing like the voice like MODOK, you know? My name is MODOK, or if he has some speech impediments or something happened, like he shrunk or something.
I think it's gonna be whenever he has the mask or the helmet, it sounds like that. But when they take it off him, because they're gonna have to take it off him when they beat him or something, and they're gonna find out that it's him, and that's when they're gonna make fun of him, and all these jokes are gonna be there because it's Marvel and shit.
Well, we'll see.
Anyways, Kang has a fucking whole army there, and he's ready to conquer the multiverses. And Scott, they say that Scott gets in a black suit, and Hope has lightsaber wings. Her wings are like lightsabers. And in the final battle, it reminds you of Aquaman, where we have all these crazy creatures and people fighting, and we see giant Ant-Man and giant Cassie fighting MODOK, and they talk to him, and he switches sides. MODOK becomes good. And giant yeah
Okay.
Giant Scott and giant Cassie, they run into each other for a hug, and he jokes about feeling like he's hugging Godzilla. Kang has a standoff with Scott, Hope, and Cassie.
Right.
Hank flies in with a legion of battle army ants, and they attack Kang. He manages to hold them off with his powers, and then MODOK shows up and he helps him. Kang injures MODOK, and the family goes to MODOK's side as he dies. He rubs his tiny hand on Scott's cheek. Yeah. There's a moment where MODOK says to Cassie was right about him and that he at least died an Avenger. Scott says he did a good job and agrees. And MODOK dies. That's what they do to MODOK.
Jesus, they could have done a lot more cool things about
He could have escaped and been a bad guy for another 3, 4, 7 movies, for fuck's sakes.
But this is the thing that I fucking tell you, like, with the multiverse, they're like, well, we can kill him, but he can come back from another universe. It's gonna be okay, you know?
I fucking hate that shit.
Fucking hate that too.
Anyways, they say Kang survives the fight, and he stops Scott just as they're all about to go. They think they killed. Hey, fuck you. They think they killed Kang, and they're all gonna go back to Earth, and fucking right before they go back, Kang comes back and he grabs Scott, and fucking all of a sudden he's beating him to all bloody pulp, and we see that he's all bleeding in the trailer. Yeah, he starts beating Ant-Man. Everybody already left back to the real world, but he grabs Ant-Man before he leaves, and he starts beating the shit out of him, Kang, and he's all bleeding and everything. And then all of a sudden, the Wasp, Hope Van Dyne, shows up, and he tells they fight Kang, but Kang manages to escape, and he leaves them trapped there in the quantum realm. He leaves Ant-Man and the Wasp trapped in the quantum realm. Yeah, and then
Interesting.
Freaking Scott tells her, "Why did you come back?" And then that freaking she tells her, like, when you met like all these versions of yourself, like I was there and I met all these versions of myself, and I didn't want to be the one that didn't have you in my life. That's what she tells him. Yeah. Which is a pretty badass line if you ask me.
Yeah.
That's why I came back for you. I don't want to be without your dick, motherfucker, because you're young. You're 50 years old, but you look like you're 30. Shit. How do you do it, you vampire? You still get your dick hard and shit. Oh, yeah. Cheers, Scott Lang.
That's fucking funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
JP
anyways,
the Great is here, by the way.
hey, cheers, JP the Great. You're the shit, motherfucker. Oh, yeah. I'm not done with the spoilers. At the end of the movie,
I know.
At the end of the movie, Hope, Scott, they look at the quantum realm, and he says that their family, it's okay that Hank Pym, Janet Van Dyne, and his little girl, they're gonna figure out how to get us out of here, and we trust on them. And then the after credit scene is the little girl on her computer, and she sees something on her computer, and she gets excited, and that's how it ends.
Was it porn?
That one could only hope. Yeah.
All right.
What do you think of this
Well-
Ant-Man movie? It's kind of like I think it's true. All of this is true because it's in the trailer.
Yeah, but
And it goes
it's
along
a little
with the links.
convoluted in some ways, but I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be funny. The only thing is we don't have Miguel in this for sure, and maybe in the after credit we're gonna have a little like, hey, I heard about my cousin that he said
That'd be badass.
about this one, and that would be fucking badass.
I will
want
say
an after
one
credit
thing,
with
man.
Miguel.
Like out of all the movies that have
Yeah.
ever come out, the Ant-Man ones are the most funnest ones, and
yeah,
and
they are.
mostly because like the stuff they show you is weird. Like when I first saw the Ant-Man movie, I didn't know what I was getting into, but the whole thing about you get shrunk and things are bigger. And then the second one, they did kind of like even the opposite, where they were making things big, and it was so trippy the shit they would do. And then this one's gonna be even weirder, man. And that's the only thing that I'm excited about. I just like, I don't know, man. It looks good. The only thing that pissing me off, and I'll say it again, is MODOK. If this is all
MODOK, yeah.
true, they ruined a character that could have been like another villain. For them to fight for
a heavy
two
hitter
movies.
here.
Yeah, a
He's
heavy,
he's always been a heavy
big
hitter
bad, yeah,
in the
yeah.
comic books. Yeah. So
some bullshit.
we'll see. Let's hope some of this stuff is wrong, and we're just getting something.
This is a trend that follows because we're gonna keep going with
Yeah.
this shit. We already said that you always said let's hope it's not, but it's always the truth, Kike. We already know. Okay. Well, let's talk about. Yeah, we're 1 week away from WOKEanda forever. We're 1 week away from it. Excuse me. We're 1 week away from this shit. So let's get into the wokery and let you all know that all across America, excuse me,
People of the world.
people all over the world, they're coming out. These fucking, and it's not just your regular BLMs. These are the BLM wokesters. They're coming out of the woodworks and shit. And yeah. These are the BLM wokesters, LGBTYM plus Q minus hyphen and shit. Non-binary genders, as well as the representatives of those that came before the ones that were here. At least that's the way they tell the story, but we know the truth. But anyways, they're coming out. They're coming out of the woodworks, Kike. And I'm gonna show a video here. I fucked up, but I'll show it again. I'm gonna show a video here of exactly what's going on right now. They call this the Wakanda Forever Challenge. Here's one of the representatives of the wokesters. 3, 2, 1.
This message is to all our would-be accomplices and white allies. This message is to all the white people who have BLM in their bio. If you really want to prove to black people that you love us and you care about us and you are down for the cause, do not go see that movie opening weekend. You buy your ticket, you give it to a black person or a black family who can't afford to go. And then you go sit at that theater in front of the doors. You make sure that every black person in that theater can enjoy that movie in peace. You make sure that you use your body to block us from anybody who would be coming in that theater to do us harm. That is your job. You can go see it on another weekend. Go see it on the second or third weekend. But the first weekend, that's for us. To do anything other than this is anti-black. This message is to all our would-be.
Kike, what do you think? The wokesters have spoken.
Oh my god. What is she thinking? She's acting like a white lady. She is.
She's on the right track, though. She's on the right track.
What the fuck are you talking about? She's trying to fucking be like adventurous. Like she wants to take advantage of the fucking like woke movement, and she'd be like, you know what? Give us fucking like tickets for free and shit. And they're like, you know what?
Hey, Kike, what the fuck?
And also, you know, you got to be guarding us, you know, just in case some white motherfucker go on, like, you know, like do that shit.
You obviously don't know how to represent around here, motherfucker. You know, but since you're being a racist to not only these motherfuckers out here who are representing, this is the first time they ever had a black superhero and shit. You want to be a racist about it, but you know what? This is the first time us Mexicans are being represented in a movie too, Kike. And you're being a dick about it. Denok is doing all his hard work and shit.
No Mexican dude is doing this on TikTok.
But you know what? Fuck you. I went ahead and made my own motherfucking Mexican Wakanda Forever challenge, Kike. And I'm about to challenge everybody watching it right now. Are you ready, Kike? Here we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. This is my shit. Yo, I got a little message to everybody out there who is not Latinos, who's not a Mexican, or, you know, Chicanos, or whatever, white, whatever, Latinx, whatever you white Mexicans like to call yourselves nowadays and shit. But for anybody out there who is not one of these motherfuckers, all right, I'm gonna call you out, all right? I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna give you a challenge. It's called the fucking Mexican challenge and shit, all right? You better represent. For anyone... All right, for anyone who out there, and if you want to be woke as fuck, then here's what you need to do to prove yourselves to us. All right, to us motherfuckers, the brownskis of America. Okay, this is what you gotta do. You gotta go out there and you gotta buy 15 Wakanda Forever movie tickets, 15 of them. All right, and then I want you to fucking drive down to the house down the road, and you give those 15 tickets to that Mexican family down the street and shit. All right, you get the Google Translate in case they don't understand English. You can fucking just say it to your phone and it'll repeat it to them in Spanish. Right? Don't be stupid. All right, and then you gotta offer them and their entire family a ride to the fucking theater. All right, motherfucker, because most likely we don't have a car and shit. All right, and then when you get there, you gotta help them carry all the Fritos and all the 6-packs of beer and sodas and shit and tacos. Whatever the hell we decide to sneak into the theater, you better help us sneak it in, all right? You bring your fucking purse. I know you bitches have those big purses, so you put all that shit in there and you help them sneak it in, all right? You escort them to the seats, you tell them where to sit down, and then you can fuck off. And don't forget to pick us up afterwards when the movie's over. You racist. Yeah. So that's the Mexican challenge, you motherfuckers. You want to be woke as fuck? You want to come around here tell me what the fuck, when the fuck I should see the movie with who the fuck and how the fuck and whose ticket to buy and shit? Fuck you. That's my challenge to you motherfuckers.
You know, if some dumb son of a bitch actually fucking like saw your video and paid attention to it and actually wants to do it, they go knock on a fucking Mexican door and they
It'll
go
be
like,
Christmas
hey
in that family's eyes.
No. Wait.
Don't be so much. Don't be so.
No.
This is the kindest thing anyone's ever done to us. God bless you, sir. Yes.
No.
He's taking our whole family out to the theater.
No. As soon as they see a white man outside knocking on the door, you're gonna be like, shh, cállate. We're not here. Don't say a word.
No, there's always one kid
Don't
like
say a
me.
word. There's a white man outside.
There's always one kid like me in the family be like, hey, God, he's white. He might have money. Let's see what he wants. He might have money, motherfuckers. Let's see what he wants.
Hey, little buddy, I have some free tickets. ¿Qué está diciendo? What is he saying? He has free tickets to go to the theater. And no.
I don't know what family you ever lived. We would have gone and we would have called our cousins too. Fuck it.
No.
Yeah.
Mexican people would not fucking accept those
Wakanda
tickets.
fever is not over, Kike. This keeps going because already they've shown so many clips and so many interviews that everybody already knows and confirmed all the fucking spoilers. But we're gonna give the detailed movie here in a little bit. But they confirmed the spoilers and they say everything's real and shit.
Yeah.
But now people are doing interviews, and we got none other than the chief executive vice president of Marvel Studios and bullshit second right hand of wiping the ass of Kevin Feige and shit.
Yeah.
None other than Victoria Alonso. If you remember, Kike, Victoria Alonso is that lady, the woke ass motherfucking lady that said she wanted to change the name of X-Men because she didn't understand why it was called X-Men if there are women in the team as well. So that's why Marvel in the Mutants movie is going to be called Mutants instead of X-Men.
Well, they're women now. They're X-Men.
They're mutants. That's what they're going to be called. Mutantes and shit. Especially if they're Mexican. Who knows what the fuck
she's gonna
gender
accept that terminology
and they're
for
going
the
to be
people
and
that
shit.
change their gender. Like, oh, you used to be a man? Oh, you're an X-Man then. You can earn that.
Well, fuck you, Kike. Come around here. Let me tell you what Victoria Alonso came out and said about Namor's origin, Kike. And it has been confirmed in a little bit. You'll confirm it here in the spoilers that I'm going to read. But here we go, Kike. Victoria Alonso comes out in an interview and says this. 3, 2, 1.
Now, Namor, I keep joking. Namor
Namor is over there.
I know we talked to him
El
already.
niño sin amor. Por eso le dicen Namor.
¿En serio?
El niño que creció sin amor. Namor.
So, she says, for those of you who don't know Mexican, she says, they call him Namor, not Namor. They call him Namor because he is the little boy that grew up without love. No love. Namor.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Look, in no fucking Spanish fucking book you would say, oh, here's the word namor. And it means the little boy that grew up with no love. Nobody's gonna. This fucking bullshit.
Well,
I'm talking
there's an explanation. There's an explanation in the movie. It says, let's get into the spoiler. No, this whole movie is going to be woke as motherfucker.
Oh, Jesus
This
Christ.
is going to be the wokest movie to date in Marvel Studios. Let's get into the spoilers and let's get into why you're going to fucking just...
I'm going to take a piss break because you're going to take like 2 hours with this shit, dude.
I probably will. So, TK, hurry up. And
I'm going to
do
take
your
a little
thing.
quick piss. This is
I'll chat with the motherfuckers who are still here. Who's still here, Gomer? You still here? You fucked up because I needed to now I need to piss. You took long enough. So so you talk to these motherfuckers while I go, and I'm not gonna take as long as you do because I can really piss fast. I can force it. And it goes like really fast.
Yeah.
Right, shut the fuck up, Kike. Trying to lecture motherfuckers like you know who the fuck we are. Let's get into this. All right. Let's get into Wakanda Forever, the entire movie. Spoilers.
Okay.
But before we get into it, really quick, a caution to all you motherfuckers, those pussies that just found us by mistake because they saw the thumbnail and they want to know everything before the movie comes out. Maybe because they're too afraid to ask their mom and dad for some fucking money or at least go into their pocket and steal money from them like the way I should have. And then go over there and watch the fucking movie or just sneak into it like some of us did, you dumb motherfuckers. The point is, there's no reason why you couldn't see this fucking movie. But if you want to come around here and watch the spoilers before the movie is, and you fucking don't realize that we've been drinking and smoking and doing drugs for the past 2.5 hours, then fuck you. Go to another channel. This is not for you. This is not your channel. This is not... I don't recommend this. Go somewhere else. Go to Eric Voss and his new rock stars. They're going to cater to your every need, and you're going to love them for it. You're going to press like and subscribe and the little bell and shit. We don't give a fuck. All right? Go over there. We don't need you here. But for those of you who drink and smoke and are here to fuck off and have a good time, then this is for you. The goddamn entire Wakanda Forever movie spoilers 1 week before the goddamn fucking movie comes out. Here we go. The movie starts, Kike, with Shuri trying to synthesize an artificial plant. Because
Is she really excited?
No, she's desperate because T'Challa's dying.
I thought she was Shuri.
Are you done? This is a very long movie. If you're gonna be interrupting me every 2 seconds, we're never gonna finish this. All right, you're gonna be asking for piss breaks by the second paragraph.
Well, the thing is, like, you can fucking you already read this, so you can fucking simplify it. So go ahead.
The movie opens up with Shuri being desperate, trying to come up with a synthesized plant because T'Challa's dying and shit. And she knows if she can give him the plant, and regenerate him like the Black Panther, then he can be saved from whatever disease he has. They don't ever say the disease, even though we all know it was cancer, colon cancer to be precise, which sucks ass because it really, I even got checked myself, and my doctor told me that people should be getting checked in their mid-30s
with
nowadays.
the fucking...
It's just it's a public service announcement, Kike. It's important. Anyways, she finally gets a plant in one of these test little tubes, and the computer tells her, I'm only able to get 28% a success rate. And she says, that's the most I've ever gotten. And so she runs with it. She tries to give it to T'Challa. And before she goes in the room and shit, the Queen Ramunda, Angela Bassett stops her and tells her he's already dead. And so then all of a sudden, we see the funeral where everybody's in white and they're dancing and shit. And we see them walking with the fucking shit. And they put the casket and they fucking take it away. And they have the ceremony. And that's how the movie starts. And then when the movie comes back after the title screen, they jump 1 year. And Shuri is obsessed with technology and trying to like make new shit and whatnot. But she doesn't give a fuck about the herb anymore. She's giving up on that shit. And then Queen Ramunda, she's dealing with the pressure because Ramunda, Kike, fuck you.
Well, it has an O, not a U.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Ramunda. Say it right, you pussy.
That sounds like Egyptian.
That's what it is. Queen Ramunda is dealing with the international pressure because they were like, oh, you reveal yourself to the world, now share your resources. We want vibranium. But she knows if I go in vibranium, the United States are going to fuck everyone up. But then there's this like college teacher, this lady who ends up...
That's what we do.
Yeah. There's this lady who is the teacher of Riri Williams, and Riri Williams makes a machine that can find vibranium and shit. And the teacher steals it without letting her know. Like she just leave it here in the classroom, and then she takes it and shit. And this company takes it and they use it to dig for vibranium. And that's when they meet Namor's people, and Namor's people kill all those motherfuckers that are there digging for vibranium because it's right there by their kingdom and shit.
Yeah.
And then Shuri and Queen Ramunda, they go to the fucking, they go on a journey by themselves, and they take the clothes that they wore during the funeral from T'Challa, and they take it to the sea. And they say there's a tradition where we burn the clothes we wore at the funeral, and that's when we finally let go and we move on. And Shuri refuses to do it and shit. And then that's when Namor appears, and they're all like, who the fuck are you and shit? And he tells them, like, my name is Namor and shit. My enemies call me Namor and all this shit. And he tells them, like, hey, we've been attacked by motherfuckers and they're looking for vibranium. And then they tell them, well, vibranium's not in the ocean. And they're all like, well, you don't know, like, it is, but it doesn't matter. The point is we live in the ocean and they're coming for us and shit. And then she tells them, like, you need to freaking help us stop these people. I want to know if you guys are friends or if you're enemies, because if you don't want to help us, then you're enemies, and shit. And then they tell them, we know.
Said.
Yeah. And then Namor tells them, we know they used the machine and shit. And so give us the person that made the machine or whatever. And so, or else you're enemies and shit. And so then Queen Ramunda sends Shuri and the Dora Milaje. I forget what her name is. Okoye. She sends her over there to find Riri Williams. Yeah. She sends her over there to find Riri Williams and shit. And, they get to like this place where Riri Williams is, her dorm room and all this shit. And then the CIA is also after Riri Williams. They want a machine, and they know that they're coming for her. So they want her first.
I love hearing you turn like to Barbara Watcher when you see Riri Williams.
Yeah, Riri Williams. And then anyways, fuck you, Kike. They escape. Okoye, Shuri, and Riri in her new, like, bulky exoskeleton armor. They escape the CIA, and as they're running away, the fucking the Telocanes suddenly attack Atuma and Namora, and they attack. And they knock Riri Williams and Shuri unconscious. They knock them unconscious and shit. And then Okoye kills all the Atlanteans. She kills all of them. And then she fights Atuma, and Atuma manages to throw her into the water. And when he throws her into the water, he grabs fucking Shuri and what's her name? Riri, and he takes off with them. But then fucking this chick sees them all resurrect. Like all the people she killed, they all just get up all of a sudden and they fucking run away. Like holy shit, they have powers. Like, you know, like I fucking killed them all and they're still alive. And so when Shuri awakens, she tries to tell them like, hey, take me to Namor. Let me talk to him because he's your king.
Oh, Namor.
Oh yeah, you're right. Take me to Namor because he's your king and shit. And you can't kill this little girl because she has nothing to do with she just made the machine. She has nothing to do with them fucking coming and fucking you guys up. And so they take her to Namor and to talk to him. And back in Wakanda, Ramunda finds out that they took Shuri and Riri, and she strips Okoye from the Dora Milaje for her failures. Burn. And in Telocan, Shuri tries to tell fucking Namor, don't kill this little girl and shit. And she starts figuring out like, well, our cultures are kind of the same and shit. And then Namor fucking tells them the origins. That in the Namor tells her the origins of him and his people.
Write it down in your brain, bro. They changed the culture. They changed the name.
I'm not gonna pay for this. I'm gonna down this. I'm not gonna fucking. I don't give a fuck because I'm not gonna pay for this. I'm gonna download with my VPN the fucking Hindi HD camcorder and shit. That's what I'm gonna download. But anyways, Namor's origin. He tells her that in the 1500s, one of the shamans had a vision. That they were gonna find a glowing flower underwater, and they found it. And you find out that the glowing flower that's underwater is a vibranium flower, like the ones that landed over there in Wakanda, the meteorite. And so this one landed underwater, and it was growing flowers underwater. So there's vibranium flowers, herbs, and shit. And that the shaman told the people the only way we can escape the invaders that are coming is if we all eat the flower. And so all of them ate the flower, and the flower gave them all powers, and it turned their skin blue, but it also didn't let them breathe air anymore. So they had to go in the water. And Namor's mother didn't want to take the flower, but they told her, take it. It's okay because your son is going to be born. He's going to be the very first baby to be pure blood born from the water because you're going to take the herb. And he's not going to take the herb. He's going to come out of you with already the herb inside of him. And so she ends up taking it. And when he comes out looking way different with wings on his feet and with pointy ears. And all of them say he's Kukulkan. He's our god.
Kukulkan,
yeah. And so they all think he's a god. And then not to make it even worse, one of his mutations is that he doesn't age like they do.
Yeah, he's
really young. He's really young. And so then years pass by, and his mother dies or whatever. And when his mother dies, he tells him like, I want to be buried in the land where I used to be from. And so then they take the body, and this is when and we see it in the trailer, he looks like a 60-year-old. But when you think about it, he's probably like 100 years old. Or 70 years old, but he's a little boy. But he's already been because he doesn't age. He aged really slowly. Yeah. So when we see him going to bury his mom, he's already mature, but he's a little boy. And you see him coming out with his people because they all think he's a god. They worship him. And when he gets there, he sees like the Spaniards that they took over and killed and enslaved the natives. And so Namor orders everybody to kill the Spaniards and free the natives. And so they do that. And as they're doing that, there's a priest that they're about to kill. And the little boy tells them, like, kill him. And before the priest dies, he tells them, El niño sin amor. And that's why Namor says, that's what my enemies call me, Namor.
Oh my God.
He heard the priest say, he's the child without love. This child without love is ordering.
So the idiot Spaniard was like,
it sounds like that. I think it does. Namor.
Yeah. So that's the origin of why he says my enemies call me Namor is because a Spaniard priest said before he died, El niño sin amor. because he ordered them to kill him because he was just ordering them. He was the
And you
king.
know how Spanish rewrite fucking history all the time, you know? So, yeah, we don't even know if our history is the history because the Spanish rewrote everything. Took all the
We're
fucking
talking
gold
about
and everything.
Wakanda forever, not about
Well,
your
I
stupid
know, I'm
history
just
shit.
saying, my God, that's probably why they fucking did it.
Meanwhile, Queen Ramunda, she finds that Nakia, who's running a school in Haiti.
Mamanda.
Nakia, Ramunda. She finds Stop interrupting me, Kike. She finds Nakia, and Nakia is the fucking lady from that was fucking Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther in the movie before, the girlfriend and shit. And she's running a school in Haiti, and that's what she's been doing since the blip. And she fucking helps. She helps Queen Ramunda to locate Telocan, and she infiltrates. And meanwhile, we finally see Ross, which is played by Martin Freeman. Remember that guy from the first movie, the CIA agent?
Yeah.
All right, he's there, and he's dealing with his new CIA director, which is Valentina de Elaine Fontaine. Fucking Elaine. It's her, and he's like the new boss.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. And she's investigating the attacks that happened with Riri and on the fucking Telocanes and shit. And so then this guy's just like beating around the bush and trying not to tell her what's happening because he knows more what's up. And the beads that they gave him in the first movie, he uses it to contact and talk to them and shit, to the fucking Wakandans and shit. But anyways, Shuri's over there with Namor, and she tries to tell him, please don't kill fucking Riri, and let me go back to the surface, and I can talk to my mom. We can figure this out. You don't have to kill this little girl, and we can work as a team and shit.
Starbucks, eat
yeah.
some biscuits, you know, talk it out.
Yeah, but now Mars all like, no, it's not. Look, it's not gonna work like that. This little girl needs to die because if she dies, then that's it. Nobody looks for us anymore, and there's no more technology. I just need to kill her. But he tells her like, I respect you and your culture and your land, and he gives her a little bracelet from fucking Telocan and shit. And so then all of a sudden, Nakia arrives in Telocan because she finds out where they are at and shit, and she kills 2 guards on the way, like to find Shuri. And then Shuri tells her, like, dude, why did you kill them and shit? I need to stay here and save them. I can still save one of them. And she said, we need to get out of here. And then they finally get out of there. But Namor finds the fucking guard that's dead, and he gets mad, and he declares war on Wakanda. Whoa, before that, while they escape, Namor goes to meet with Queen Ramunda, and they have that little meeting in the beach that we seen in the trailer. And he's telling her, "Are you guys like here to help me or not?" And Queen Ramunda says, if you fucking kill this little girl, then we're gonna tell the entire world that your kingdom exists underwater. And then fucking Namor says, if you tell the whole world that we exist, you're the first nation we're gonna destroy.
Oh,
and he goes back.
America.
Yeah. And so he goes back into the ocean. And when he goes back to his kingdom, he finds the guard that's dead, and he finds that Shuri and a little Iron Man girl are gone. And he gets pissed off, and he tells all the Telocanes, we're going to war with Wakanda. Yeah. And so they attack Wakanda, and we see it in the trailers. They try to flood the city, and during the flood, fucking Riri Williams gets unconscious on her head. They hit her on her head, and she falls unconscious and shit. And Queen Ramunda saves her, but by saving her, she drowns. And Queen Ramunda dies. And so then Shuri is the only one left, and she feels like shit. And whatever people they were able to save, they go to the mountains, and they stay with M'Baku in his kingdom and shit. And so then, and then Shuri basically tries to figure out how to become the Black Panther, and she realizes that the reason why she only gets 29% is because she's missing the ingredient of the original plant. And for whatever reason, she takes her bracelet off that Namor gave her, and she tests it and realizes the fucking thread from the bracelet this asshole gave me is made out of the fucking vibranium plant, the underwater plant. And she uses it, and she eats it, and she goes to the ancestral plane. And when she's in the ancestral plane, she's looking for T'Challa. She's looking, and she only finds Killmonger. And Killmonger's all like, there's a reason why you didn't see your brother and you saw me. And then she tells him why. And he tells him, because you are just like me. You don't believe in this nonsense. You don't believe in the ancestral plane or the afterlife. And he goes, that's why you're not allowed to see your brother.
She's excluded.
Yeah. No, she's about science. She doesn't give a fuck about the spiritual shit. And that's what he was telling her. That's why you didn't get to see your brother. You're seeing me instead. And so then...
Doesn't that mean excluded? She's excluded from the fucking plane.
Yeah, basically. And he tells her, like, you're going to have two choices. You're either going to have to do this the way your brother did, and your brother died in the end, or you're going to do it my way, and you're just going to have to get rid of him, like kill him. You're going to have to kill Namor. And then so Shuri wakes up. And Nakia tells her what happened. And she goes, like, she lies. She says, I didn't see anybody. I didn't see no ancestral plane. I think they're all lying. Like, you know, she doesn't want to say the truth. She just doesn't want to say the truth. And so then Ross is arrested.
And she goes to a Joe Rogan experience fucking episode.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's not real. It's bullshit.
The CIA, Ross, Martin Freeman gets arrested by Elaine. And she tells her, like, we've known all along that you've been communicating with the Wakandas, so we're arresting you for treason and shit. And so then Shuri tells M'Baku and all the other ones that now she has the power of the Black Panther, and she knows how to fucking stop Namor. And she says, we've thought about that maybe he is like his weakness is that if he's away from water for far too long, he gets weak. So they make this fucking ship, and they all go in the ship in the water to lure them out. And then the ship, they make Riri Williams make a machine like that they were using to find the vibrating in the beginning to lure them to say, oh my God, they have another machine. And so then the Telokanas go and attack the boat. And so while they're in the boat, Shuri and Riri Williams, who's already using her new Iron Man suit, because they gave her a new Iron Man suit, and then the Dora Milaje have new suits. They have the Fallen Angel suits or whatever they're called, the blue suits with the new masks and shit, and the fucking blue swords. They look crazy. They haven't shown them in the trailer. They show one of them in the trailers, but only a little bit. But anyways, they're there, and they trick Namor into going into like a cabin of the ship. And when they're in there, the thing takes off, and it's like a like a plane, like a ship, you know. And they go into the sky, and they start flying away, and they're fighting Namor inside of this thing. I think that's what they explain. But they fly all the way over the desert, away from the island, and then that's when they fall and they explode in the ship, and they fall down and shit. And then that's when we see Shuri pull her claws out, and in the distance you see Namor getting up. And Namor is weakened because at this point they've been fighting outside of the water for a long time, and he's dehydrated and he needs water. And so then he looks and he sees like a river, and he's about to go over there. And then the Black Panther stands in front of him. And we saw that in the trailer where she just goes, ching. That's the first scene that you said, that's not a woman's ass. And I told you, that's Shuri. It's her ass. That's that scene right there they're describing. And so then Namor's going to fight her, but instead she pulls up her arms like this, and she goes, Wakanda forever. And then the ship that they came in explodes behind Namor, and he gets burnt, which is kind of fucked up that they're doing that he gets burnt, horribly burnt, maybe like Two-Face. I don't know, it doesn't say exactly Two-Face, but I'm imagining shit. But he gets burnt, and then Shuri gets the spear, Namor's spear, and puts it on his neck and is about to stab him. And right then and there, it's almost like in her head, she travels back in time through everything that has happened in the movie up to the point where T'Challa, let me see what it says. Ramonda tells that T'Challa died, but instead she tells him, show him who you are. And so then Shuri shows mercy to Namor and tells him, like, look, if you take your people back into the ocean and shit, I will make sure that our kingdom protects your kingdom, and that no one will find out that there's people underwater. And he goes, Namor finally agrees and shit. And so then they go and they stop everyone else from fighting. They all go their separate ways. Riri Williams goes back to MIT and shit. And then they're going to have a big ceremony, Kike, to give Shuri her crown and be the official queen and Black Panther And then all of a sudden, M'Baku comes out, and M'Baku says, "I challenge her for the throne today." And
No
everyone,
way.
yes. And it's in the
That's
it's
awesome.
in the trailer, bro. If you fucking pay attention to the trailer, there's a scene where they're on the waterfalls, and M'Baku goes like that, because he's ready to challenge again, and he goes like that, and all of a sudden, everyone looks around, and Shuri's not there. Yeah, during the ceremony. They're like, what the fuck? And so then they go to a beach, and it's the beach originally where her and Ramunda had gone to go fucking burn their clothes. And Shuri told her, I'm not going to burn my clothes. You know, she burns the clothes, and then she cries and shit for T'Challa. And that's how the movie ends. But then the end credit scenes, which everybody already knows, it's in the same beach. Comes back, and she's there watching the fire burn, and Nakia comes out, and Nakia says, hey, I wanted to tell you something I didn't want to tell anyone, but I'll tell you. This is my son, and his father was your brother, T'Challa. And they show a kid who's about 5 or 6 years old. He's already old. He's not a little baby. He's 5 or 6 years old, and he tells him his name is T'Challa. And that's how the movie ends. That's the end of credit scene. Supposedly, they cut away the Doctor Doom fucking scene and the credit scene, and this is what it is what they say.
I'm gonna have fun fucking criticizing this fucking movie.
I'm not gonna watch it anymore on the theaters. I'm just gonna download it, the Indian version.
Indian version.
Yeah, the Indian camera, HD cam. Indian.
I'm gonna
HD
watch
cam.
the real fucking movie. I'm gonna spend some money to watch it because I want to see the real thing. I don't want to fucking see the fucking like the fucking movies that you want to
get. You want to give the fucking money to the man. Go ahead, Kike.
No, I want to watch the real movie. I want to see what happens. Actually, I don't want to fucking see commercials and shit.
All right. Then we're gonna review it not next week, but the following. Actually, we'll review it. Don't worry, it'll come out whenever this movie comes out. We're gonna review. Are you gonna watch it opening weekends?
No, fuck no. I'll watch it the next week.
You better watch it before the date of the fucking. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right now. You better.
Now you're fucking telling me how to watch it.
Yeah. You better
Fuck
watch
you.
it.
How about that? Fuck
We're gonna review it on the 18th, so you better watch it before then. Whether you watch it,
definitely gonna watch it.
Good.
But I'm saying like, I don't know. Most of these fucking things that are going on are very. I don't know, man.
They
I don't know if I
fucked up
like this movie.
Namor. They fucked him up, bro.
Namor. They fucked up Namor. Say it.
They fucked up Namor.
There you go.
Oh, another thing that I didn't even mention in there, but there's a woke ass relationship, all right? There's a new girl right there, and you see her in the trailer. She's wearing like a white suit, a black lady with a bald head, and she's supposed to be the lover of Okoye in the movie. So there's wokeness. They're gonna put wokeness in the movie.
Of course.
There has to be like lesbianisms and shit.
It's to be, of course. It's to be fucking like.
It's gotta be woke, Kike. It's gotta represent everybody. If it doesn't represent one demographic, then it's not woke. Okay, fuck you.
We have to represent everyone.
Why are you gonna be so racist? This is why we lose subscribers. You piece
I'm not
of shit.
being racist. I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Like, you can make a movie without like including everyone. I mean, you can fucking like, hey, I'm gonna make a movie about like Mexico City and what happened in a story. Oh, there's gonna be a white guy. It's gonna be a Chinese guy. It's gonna be a Japanese guy. It's gonna be a guy from Africa. It's gonna be a guy from like why? It is a movie about Mexico or something like that. Like you center yourself into a certain culture and you try to include everyone, and then you're gonna fucking like being like confused once you get to a certain fucking like, let's say, oh, I saw a movie about this guy in Mexico and everyone's in there, but at the end of the day, I didn't see any of those guys, and they don't speak English, by the way. Yeah.
Fuck.
That's different countries, you idiot.
Fuck all that shit. This movie is not going to be as great as people think it is. That's all I'm going to say.
Some people are going to fucking think it's great. Honestly.
Yeah. Don't worry. We're done with WOKEanda. We're going to do it for the boys. Do you know what it is? We're done ranting for the evening.
Yeah.
Fuck all this shit. Why don't you give these woke ass motherfuckers some life advice to take home for the evening?
You always say that after I say the fucking thing that I already thought about. And it was the most realistic thing that I already said. It's like somebody makes a movie, they go to a different country, and they include all these other people. Those people, they might be in there, but they're not including the culture, and they're not including the history or the story, but they include them. So there you go. And these people go over there and they're like, I don't think it's the same thing. No, it's not, because they don't fucking do that because of you. They do it because they want to be saved from their company. They don't want to fucking be sued or anything like that, because all these wokesters are saying like, hey, I wasn't in that movie. Yeah, you weren't in that movie because you're not supposed to be in that movie.
You're being racist. And I'm gonna stop you.
No, I'm not being a racist.
Yeah, you're not including people. We need all Aborigines and fucking disabled people in this shit too, okay? Fuck you.
It's like me making a movie about a fucking like us and like we're in Laredo eating fucking breakfast, and there's like this African guy go like, hey, how's it going? No,
that's
okay.
it.
And we include him.
We're done. Cheers.
All right, fuck you. Cheers.